Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
Yeah, what up, everybody? We got a best ball draft going down. Shout out to Mark, who's up in here with us right now as well.
What up?
Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Pam in the chat. Appreciate you guys being in here first. And we're gonna smoke. And we're in round 6. Round 6 just started. And Sam said, best wide receiver stack in the game, question mark. Let me see. Hold on. Where you got it? Chase, Brian Thomas, Neighbors, and Tyreek Hill. You know, I don't know everybody's like wide receiver stacks, but I bet that's one of the best. You know, like maybe there's a Chase Jefferson team somehow, like from like months and months and months ago with some other people mixed in. But I mean, yeah, it's like an A++, man.
Yeah, you're not getting much better than that.
I know a lot of people hate on Tyreek, but I still have him ranked as a B+ like type of wide receiver, even though we get him in the 5th or the 6th.
Motherfucker.
Pete, what up, bro? Cali Jam in the house. How was your? I mean, I'm gonna call it a big bash. I know you said it was big bonfire and shit, but how was all that? Crispy, you suck. Zip him up, you suck. I don't care about Bryce Young. No. Man, this really sucks. This sucks. This is why you can't push off, your second QB. But I felt better about getting
Honor.
Yeah. I mean, running back is it's tough, man. Man, I really hate doing this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go Fields. Like there's like
the rushing upsides there. Painter stop.
I mean, that's the only reason why. I mean, we're talking bottom of the barrel of the starters, and I know there's still someone out there. People might not think he's bottom of the barrel, but I mean, you had to know that Sam was taking an RB sooner or later.
Yeah.
Hey, Toker One, what up? Says sorry, I've been on a hiatus for a while, but still here and going good. I know it wasn't you, but I know you had a family member going through some medical stuff. Everything getting better with that. Pizza, great times, double down on the rooms at 9 a.m. Yeah, there we go. Right? Jones couldn't last forever. And he sometimes does go a little bit later than the 6:10, but
I thought for sure he's making it back to me. No, Raider Dora, no green dot.
Dang it, he's been good. He's been on it today. Yeah, this is what Raiders Dora 3rd or 4th draft with us. He's brand new.
Oh, there he is.
All right, just in the nick of time. But just to pick George Pickens, that's bad.
Yeah. I was kind of like hoping that he made it to my bench.
Who?
You know, Pickens with the Dak stack. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that ain't. I mean, he'll never get drafted as a bench player.
No.
It's crazy how you go from being number 1 on the Steelers, mid offense, at best. Shout out to Stranger in the Houday Nation, and his value didn't drop. Going from, I mean, if anything, it might have even raised. Going from the Steelers to the Cowboys, which is crazy to me.
On the Steelers to the number 2 on the Cowboys, and your value raises. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, better passing offense, probably. Better quarterback, definitely. But you still got CD over there. If CD's healthy, I mean, he's getting 150 plus targets, and maybe if their running game is that bad, maybe George Pickens can flirt with 100 targets. I bet it's going to be tough because Jake Ferguson, with the shitty run game, Jake Ferguson is going to be a guy who's in play. Now, he's not going to get 100 targets or anything like that, but I bet he's going to be a viable tight end and, in just random weeks being a top 12 guy.
Mm-hmm.
Doubt he ever finishes as, you know, a top guy. Look at Strange. He said, mid, you're giving the Steelers offense too much credit, right? I mean, that was me being a little bit nice because I think that you're, you know, with like John, still in, you know, offense. Like, I mean, I say he's bottom 25%. He's second half is definitely a bit nice, but mic is messed up. What's going on? What's wrong with my mic?
It's cutting in and out.
Cutting in and out.
Yep.
What the hell? Yeah, what the hell is going on? Showing everything is good on my end in the software. It's because I didn't restart my computer this morning. Well, hopefully this doesn't keep up. If it does, I may just restart my computer and let Mark stay on for a sec. Okay, so it seems better now. I could, maybe it's just if I don't talk right into the mic, you know, I mean, these mics are very sensitive. If you don't talk right into the mic, sometimes it just sounds like I could be like literally over here. Just I'm literally like, you know, not even 12 inches away, but still way different.
Yeah, that was just quieter. It was like it was glitching a minute ago.
Okay, well, hopefully
Like
shit's good now.
you were talking, and then oh, what, kind of like that.
Motherfucker. All right, well, let me know if that shit happens now. But Sam said it seems better now. Tucker
Yeah.
One said we have to travel to Houston for my wife may have surgery on August 14th with a 50-50 odds. Fuck, man, my health is not so bad, but I'm gonna have surgery soon on my right leg to put stents in. Man, good luck with everything, bro. Because yeah, that shit sucks.
Good luck,
I'm sure
bro.
it's stressful dealing with that shit too.
Yeah. And my wife's got to get X-rays on her back. She's got we're trying to get her on disability, really, because she's got scoliosis and spondylitis.
Mm-hmm.
Spondylitis is basically like her spine is compacting. You know what I'm saying? And she's got scoliosis, so it's compacting into an S.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What up, Tony? Shout out to T Swain. Yeah, man, just everything with the back is like just completely fucked. You know, if like it's just, I don't know, not perfect, I guess that's the best way to say it. Because I know even for me, like I had like back issues like from like baseball, like way back in the day, and like just sometimes like it's like the whatever the fuck the muscle is, like right above your ass. Like I pulled that way back in the day. There's literally nothing you could do. It just like has to fucking heal. And so sometimes when it's like cold and shit, it'll just like tighten up or whatever. And like one thing that I noticed, like literally, if you crack your back, just like bend over and touch your toes, you know, look, bend backwards and like look up to the sky. Like it's crazy that like little things like that will like if you do that on a normal basis, yeah, lets that bullshit air out of your or whatever, like just like cracking your knuckles, same shit.
Yeah.
With your back.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And how about now? Mark's impression of me isn't still happening, is it? We better now?
No.
It's still happening?
Not for me. It's not happening for me.
Okay. Chat, let me know. Is it better now? Am I still cutting in and out here and there? I mean, you would hear me, Mark. If I was cutting in and out, you would hear it too.
Yeah.
Pizza good now. Okay, cool.
You dirty dog.
Because I hate that shit when my mic is fucking up.
Come on, buddy.
Sucks. Because you're going to get one of these guys, I know.
Yeah. I know you're taking.
So fuck it. I'll just get the guy who's set up to win.
Yep. Because he's
Chris
a guy.
said it's clear but annoying. Fuck you. Man, see, and like I guess I would much rather have Tua than like a Geno, but I took Tua there because I was so fucking nervous about like no decent quarterbacks even making it back to the next pick.
Yeah.
Geno's not bad as a QB3, but I'd be hella nervous if I was Sam and having him as a QB2 though.
Yeah. Yeah, I end up in bad situations with quarterbacks. Dak and Drake May ain't bad if they stay healthy.
Yep. All right.
I like this start. Bijan,
Nervous to carry my ass to the playoffs. We shall see. We shall see. I hope that Geno does, I guess, just anywhere compared to what he did with Seattle. You know, he was serviceable, wasn't trash. Hope he can be like that with the Raiders. Because we know the Raiders, they're linked to a lot of trash quarterbacks. That's for sure.
Yeah. One of the biggest draft bust of all time.
Yep.
Sir Jamarcus Russell himself.
You know what's funny is like they paid a lot of money for him, but they were a trash team, and like, you know, trash teams make trash picks. You know, they totally fucked up. I still think the worst draft bust in NFL history goes to Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Trading the 3, and because it's a decent team that just happened to do kind of bad, and they actually had a top pick. They usually don't have top picks. Then they trade up 3 first rounders to get someone who plays like 3 or 4 games from you.
Yep.
And that's it. They didn't waste a lot of money on them, but that draft capital, like, dude, if they like, how crazy is it to think like if they draft Mac Jones, they potentially, you know, are closer to winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's not like Mac
Or
Jones.
Justin Fields. I'm a firm believer that if you put Justin Fields on a good team, he would be a fucking great quarterback.
Yeah, that's a little more subjective, and that like they could only trade up where they did, because I don't even know if they tried to trade up all the way like that, like, or like to the 3rd spot, or if they were trying to trade lower but just couldn't
Justin Fields went like 11th to Chicago.
Wasn't it high? Well, but he still would have got swooped before their pick.
Well, I'm saying if they would have just taken Justin Fields instead of Trey Lance.
Oh well, yeah.
At the 3, they got the 3rd pick.
Right, Stranger pretty bad if Dirty Mac is an upgrade. That's what I'm saying. Is like for the type of offense that they were running. I mean, dude, like Jimmy G, that motherfucker can't run for anything. You know, he still led him to a Super Bowl. Wasn't a Super Bowl win, but like, you know, look at Brock Purdy. Like, I mean, he's not a fucking rushing quarterback, you know, by any means, and he still fits in well enough. Like Trey Lance, like, dude, it's crazy. And the only reason why Trey Lance is even a thing is because of Carson Wentz, who's also a big bust. I mean, he was on like an MVP run until he gets hurt, and that's not really his fault. But like, look at everything that he's done since then. Like, ever since then, he doesn't even look like he should have even been considered for a 1st-round quarterback.
Bro, that he bit my man. I'm telling you what, he is the reason I stopped drafting with my heart.
Yeah.
All right. He was the fucking Colts quarterback, and I'm telling you what, if I talked so much shit, and then about halfway through the season, I didn't get in a league chat for a fucking month because I'm telling you, man, it was embarrassing because them dudes were ripping my ass, bro. Because
like, dude, you were better off if you were like on the Phillip Rivers hype train when he was there for that year, right?
Oh yeah. See, now I've been on the hype train of every quarterback that's came through.
Well, I believe it. I'm just saying, like, but like Phillip Rivers, you know, old ass motherfucker, people are probably writing him off. He did better fantasy wise and real life wise, better than Carson Wentz, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we get Mr. fucking Matty Ice himself, and
It's crazy
I
that
thought
Jacoby
that shit
Brissett.
about him.
It's still fucking crazy to me that Jacoby Brissett, who was a backup to Andrew Luck, he was not even brought on to be the starter, ended up being more decent of a quarterback than a lot of the random quarterbacks that have been there since.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
I wanted him this year.
fucking he's a former Patriot that like did good enough in 2 games or whatever that Bill turned him into a trade piece.
Yeah, he sat behind 2 of the greatest to ever do it. Well, Andrew Luck.
One. Oh yeah. If you're
behind Brady and Luck, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he wasn't even. I mean, how long? What did he even sit behind Andrew Luck, or did he get brought in the year that Andrew Luck retired?
He might have actually got brought in the year Andrew Luck retired.
Okay. That shit was still crazy, man. That's still one of the craziest retirements ever. Like, it's just because it happened like during the preseason. Like, we were literally in a draft when this shit happened. Sam said, would you take an experienced Lance or a young Milton to lead your team to a Super Bowl, though? I mean, neither one of them are leading your team to a Super Bowl. I feel way better with a guy like Milton than a guy like Lance, because a lot of what Lance is like, a lot of the allure of Lance is his legs.
Yeah.
You know? And like, if you get fucking hurt, it doesn't fucking matter. And like, if you can't win without running, you're never going to win anyways. And Milton ain't winning no fucking Super Bowl on the Cowboys. I'll tell you that much. Not anytime soon, anyways. We'll see how long he actually like stays with the Cowboys. But look at that. I mean, the Cowboys literally, I mean, I know it didn't literally happen this way, but they pretty much traded Lance for Milton, right? Like they pick him up a couple years ago. He doesn't do shit. He's like their emergency quarterback. And then, like, you know, and then they get rid of him. I don't even know if they got rid of him. Yeah, didn't they trade him to the Chargers for some bullshit? Like, that's how stupid the Chargers are. Like, just trying to curse Herbert and shit.
Yeah, you got Heineke. Heineke is damn serviceable backup. No reason to put some fucking. I mean, Trey Lance. I mean, one good gust of wind, and there goes his fucking ankle.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I just can't take an NFL player seriously that wears sports bras to workouts. You know, like, maybe it's just me, but I find that as a huge red flag.
It's not just you, I assure you.
Tucker one said, will the hype around Shach be as bad as Luck? Well, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? I mean, when Andrew Luck comes out, he's like the best prospect like ever at the time. He pretty much lives up to it in year 1 as well. Dude, Sam, I was going to take Najee right there, but I'm nervous, man. Like what? Like, I know it's a minor injury to his eyeball, but dude, oh no.
To his eyeball?
Yeah, man. Wasn't it 4th of July fireworks issue where he had some kind of like minor something happened to his eye?
Fuck. Dick bag motherfucker. Cooper Kupp. Son of a bitch.
And you should have took Cooper Kupp over Debo. And Pete said, who's wearing a sports bra? Fucking Trey Lance. Go search up Trey Lance sports bra, and you'll see the picture. It'll pop up. Just said I can't take any male wearing any sports bra seriously. Yeah, you know, I mean, I made it very specific about, you know, NFL quarterbacks, but yeah, any man, any athlete, if I see you wearing a sports bra, like I'm gonna think differently of you, you know. That's for sure.
Yeah. I kind of like my running backs. The new coach in Jacksonville, he had 2 top 20 running backs last year, Bucky and Rashad White. You know what I mean? So I think he can come in and turn ETN, the cast and crew there into a little something.
Bones, what up, bro? He said trade tits Lance. He definitely doesn't have any tits, but yeah, that's why I don't get it. Like, if you don't have tits, why wear a sports bra? You know, might be a little bit different if you're like a huge ass left tackle, you know, and your shirt is just so small that it like kind of fits like that. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, whoever told him that was a smart move, because ever since that surfaced, like that picture, he ain't been right ever since. Said fair warning, makes wearing bra. He said makes, but men wearing bras will be judged. Yes. I bet he has a thong on as well. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. It might have came in a 2-piece set for all we know.
Yeah, there's a 107% chance.
And Jason said Kyler Murray does. No, he doesn't. I've never seen Kyler Murray not once wear a sports bra. Okay? No,
he might wear children's clothes, but
well, yeah. I mean, he's definitely
he shops at the Baby Gap for sure.
Yeah, like he's in the big and tall kids section is where.
Yeah, absolutely. He wears husky pants. Yeah.
But you know what? I like Kyler Murray. I always have. There's bullshit, you know, here and there, but when his offense is clicking, it's clicking. And I still blame Cliff Kingsbury for a lot of the bullshit that happened there towards the end of his regime.
100%.
Their play calling was ass. It's horrible.
Dookie butt.
And Jason said, and you trust him. I didn't say that I trust Kyler. I only trust him as far as I can throw him. You know, like they said in Ferris Bueller, you know, if you're a bad back, you probably shouldn't be throwing anyone. Yeah, exactly. So we're not really trusting anybody. Okay. And both said Kyler wears a butt plug. If that makes him run quicker and run faster and evade those defensive linemen, I'm okay with it. I don't have to look at it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I agree.
But only if it helps him outrun those defensive edges. That's it.
Yes. I don't recommend it. I don't condone it. I'm not going to do it. But whatever you got to do, buddy.
Right. There's not $75 million on the line here for that.
No, there's not.
Oh,
but I got you enough of these best balls that if you could win me $7,000, I'd be greatly appreciative.
Yeah. I even buy you a new Call of Duty. Crispy said 50 million gay guys can't be wrong.
Yeah,
those are probably the only ones that are like out of the closet. Like, I mean, imagine all the ones that are still, you know, in the closet about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're right, man. I mean, I don't know if they're right. I'm just going to continue to be wrong.
Yeah. I don't want to be right.
And Njoku, that was also who I was debating on when I picked Ingram there. Because those guys are definitely going to be viable.
Yeah.
Bone says Kyler wears a butt plug that vibrates when he plays Call of Duty. But when does it vibrate? Does it vibrate when he gets a kill shot or when, you know, when
he gets killed?
Okay, so, but maybe he never gets killed. Maybe that's his, you know, maybe that's his motivation to not get killed in the game. And Stranger said, yes, they can. He said, yeah, when he gets killed. Yeah. See, that's motivation. You know, that is just Hawk fan. Fuck you, man. I had to take a guy. I hate taking a guy like Benson as my last starter. I would much rather have him as my first bench spot. But fuck, man. Like, it has to work out perfectly. Has to work out perfectly, and it didn't there.
It never does.
Bone said when you see him running on the edge of the map, it's on purpose. He likes the buzzing feeling. I don't know, man. I think Kyler has a pretty good kill to death ratio. I really think so. And now We know the reason why. It's because when you get the death ratio higher, he's I don't know, won't even be able to sit down. He's gonna have to be like walking around. That's gonna be funny because now, like, watch during the season, watch when he just takes one of those off the edge, to the house. It's the whole time. It's buzz, 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 buzz.
You'll never be able to unhear this, fella.
No. Every time you see Kyler Murray, this is what you're gonna be thinking about now. Man, I hate when we get here and get to the first bench spot. This is ugly. Come on, zip him up, Darren. There we go.
I like my first bench player.
Damn it. You know what? Fuck it. We're doing that.
Touche, asshole.
We'll lock in a top IDP. Makes it harder for people to lock in A's when you lock down all the top people as well.
Yeah.
Tyler Shuck.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on IDP. I'm going to see what I can do if I wait.
Let's see. It goes from an A mentality to a B mentality right away. Let's see.
I don't think I'll get a B.
Yeah, it's still it's easy to get a B plus almost no matter what, but it does depend on how the board has fallen.
Yes. I'm just going to suck up some good bench players for a minute. That's not a bad bench, though, to start with. Javonte, Josh Downs, and Pittman.
Yeah.
All three of them will be flirting with my flex spots.
Let's get some RB depth.
I like this. And the only thing that could make this even any better would be having fucking Adams on there. So, but somebody had to fucking snipe me.
Yuck. Downs and Pittman. And early in, shout out on Twitch, what up? Or on Kick, what up? Yeah, not a super fan of Ray Davis or anything, but
Yeah.
I think Cook is he's gonna outrun his contract over there. All right. Let's see it here. Zip him up there and clock second.
I've been searching, watching videos and shit on like TikTok and Instagram and shit like that. Places I don't frequent very often.
Of what?
Fantasy football analysts and shit.
Okay. Real quick, what up, Howard? He said coming in late. Single QB draft. No, this is a super flex. I'll zoom out so you can see the whole board. I zoom in for us blind folk because it's kind of small, especially if you're watching on a phone. But here goes the entire board so you can see what's happened so far. We do these drafts every single day, twice on weekends. So we got another draft coming up today at 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Only $11 entry. That is it. It's super flex. It's IDP. And there's thousands of dollars at stake. Here is the Saturday night draft, just in case, for anybody who wants to join in advance. All right, and go ahead, Mark. What were you saying about
all the other, pretty much everybody? There's a consensus that fucking Rashid Rice is going to be top 3 wide receiver this year.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't know. I'm not mad at the take, but I find it highly doubtful.
Yeah, I don't think so. I just can't see him. And everybody's really high on Malik Neighbors too. Like, he's a good receiver, don't get me wrong, but I just don't. The quarterback play is just not. I mean, if Winston gets QB, then maybe, you know what I'm saying. But I don't think Russ is still gonna support a top receiver.
Yeah. And I'm gonna zoom back in, but if anybody wants to see the full board again, just let me know. We are in the 14th round. And screw you, Crispy. Taking Van Ginkel and Levante David right there. T. Swain on the clock. We got 4 picks in front of me. Tank Bigsby. Yeah, let's see how many spots we got left. So we only got 7 spots left in tonight's draft. Just an FYI. Sam's, I know Hess is taking next and it's going to piss me off. Well, let's see. Let's see. Because, yeah, I got 3 players in mind with 3 picks in front of me. Let's see. By looking at the board, I could get sniped by Big Ski as well. Come on. Okay, talking Spillane. Okay. He was one of them. He was one of them for sure.
Brooks and Spillane, that's nice.
What
Damn,
up,
Lay Low is
Dropout?
getting it
said
in.
Lefty knows where I live.
Zaire Franklin, Zach Bond, Nick Bolton, TJ Edwards.
Which lefty? What lefty are you talking about?
I can't hear you.
I said, which lefty is this culinary dropout talking about?
Yeah, you're not. Can't hear what you're saying.
Let me see. Anything?
Still can't hear you.
What the fuck? Chat, let me know. Can you hear me at all?
My phone's all the way up.
No one's answering in the chat. Okay, culinary dropouts that I can hear you. YouTube, anybody on YouTube? Can you hear me? All right, Stranger said he can hear both. All right, well, Mark needs to look at the screen then. Maybe it's something with his phone. Crispy said he can hear both. Okay. Oh, what's going on? Maybe I was talking too low. Howard said he can hear you. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. And so I can hear you fine on YouTube. So, Mark, you still can't hear me? Everyone's saying that they can hear me.
I can't hear you. Let me back out and come back in. Be right back.
All right. Let's lock down some strange. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, because everything on my end was showing that. I mean, I'm seeing the volume, you know, like sometimes I'll not be talking directly into the microphone, but yeah, I don't know what was happening there. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Much better. Much better.
Right. Yeah, Howard said Mooney in the 15th. That's a crime. Yeah, I wanted to take him there. Just got one pick in front of me. Hey, Derek in the house. What up, bro? Dude.
Hey, what's up,
You're all over
buddy?
the map.
The famous Derek. I haven't met you yet, brother. Congrats on the win last year. On the wins, I should say.
Yeah.
Feller cleaned up. Salute.
What up?
What up, Jamie?
About a bag edits. What up? Okay, nice. He says he's in AC right now on the beach. See, Derek's always somewhere fly.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. And Buddha bag edit in a single QB PPR 2 flex. I traded Gibbs and BTJ and says, salute, appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir. Salute, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Traded Gibbs and BTJ. I don't like this already. Trading away top assets. And a 26 fourth. Okay, yeah, that's nothing. But I got Puka, CMC, and Tank Dell. And most likely a top 2 pick in 2026. I mean, you can never bank on that. And they said I'm high on Jeremiah Love or Nicholas Singleton to replace Gibbs. I mean, I'm just gonna say that, like, whatever happens, I hope that it works out for you. But like trading away Gibbs for a potential person in 2026 that you think is going to like take over for him, I would just say like 10 times out of 10, that's probably going to fail unless you get like very lucky, because like guys like Gibbs don't grow on trees. Like, look at how many running backs have came out like over the years, you know, and been like top running backs, but were never Gibbs. Gibbs finished as the #1 running back in a lot of formats last year, you know, like that. Like, we're talking ultimate peak dynasty running back, you know, like I don't think that was good. Because Puka, him and BTJ, I would say they're interchangeable. I kind of want to have either one of them, and I'm okay with it. Gibbs compared to CMC, like, dude, like that's like
if CMC comes back to form fully healthy,
but he's still closer to 30. Like Gibbs is like what, in his 3rd year, 4th year now. I don't even know. Can't even think of it. But he's mid-20s when CMC is like about to be 30.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I fucked up.
It's not a good.
I think you fucked up a little bit, you know.
A little bit. If your 26 first hits and CMC stays healthy this year, it's kind of a wash. At best, you got a wash. I bet.
And Tank Dell, I mean, he's nothing this year. Like, we know he's absolutely zero, you know, this year. So that's another thing. Like, and you got to wait for next year to kind of see if he ends up turning into anything. And like, and you didn't even get any draft picks. So like, you're banking on a draft pick that you already have or your own being, you know, a top end one. So I'm glad you found the show. I don't know how long. I don't know if this is your first time here or not.
Did you get the 26 first in the deal, or did you already have your own 26?
He traded away a 26 fourth in the deal, which is whatever. I mean, that's not, that picks nothing, especially in a single QB league, dart throws. But yeah, just in the future, like, you should definitely take me up on my one-on-one. trading advice service. It's you can go to 420crew.com and you get signed up on the superstar tier or higher. If you get on the elite tier or higher, you actually get my cell phone number. And literally anytime you have a trade come in, you can text me and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Like even today, someone was they sent me a trade. It was like Tucker Craft for Jake Ferguson and a 4th round pick is what the person sent to them. And I was like, and he's a Cowboy fan, so he really wanted Jake Ferguson. They're kind of interchangeable to me. I mean, Kraft is kind of what they're both on the same level, like guys who are probably not even looked at as top 12 guys, but who could sneak in there on some random
Fighting twos.
Yeah. But I was like, if you want him, I was like, you don't just accept that offer. I was like, you got to counter. And like, he's like, well, should I counter with a 3rd? I was like, no, counter with a 2nd. And, if you get that 2nd, that's fucking awesome, man. That's money in the bank. But I said, he'll either decline it and then you can, put Ferguson in a 3rd, or he might even counter with Ferguson in a 3rd and then you just accept it. Yeah. And that's what happened. He put the 2nd. And then he got countered with Ferguson in the 3rd, and he accepted it.
God damn you, motherfucker!
Lock down another dope ass IDP.
God damn it!
Just so Mark can't get that score up.
God damn it!
You could reach for someone, though. I see some peeps that you could reach for.
Yeah.
And Howard said that's veto worthy, Loki. I don't think it's veto worthy. I just think it's a bad trade. And there's a difference between a bad trade and something vetoable. Because people should still be able to manage their team however they want.
Yeah.
And like sometimes, that equates in some bad trades. But as long as the person doesn't quit, because of it, like there was one time where one guy was making such bad trades. I was like, bro, you got to like stop making these trades or you got to pay the next year. Like, even if you're not trading the fee. Cause I was like, you're making me nervous that you're making these bad trades. And
you're going to bounce.
And yeah. And so what's funny is he didn't bounce because of his bad trades. He bounced because of the other clown crew that I talk about here or there. But that's why I don't like, people are like, I'm gonna be around forever. Like, I mean, it sounds nice, but we never know. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
And Derek said, salute, Mark, and appreciate the praise, bro. Salute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Derek killed it last year.
Oh yeah,
now he's just hanging out, sipping margaritas on the beach, like he's just gonna win again without getting in a bunch of these.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, Derek, you better get those numbers up, bro. Those were like good numbers for like 2024, but we're in 2025.
Hey,
hold on real quick. Nigel, what up, Nigel? Shout out to Serbia, bro. Yes. Nigel's been a member for 26 months. Nigel's been around forever, and he was the top super chatter of 2025. Or, well, I guess not super chatter, but gifted memberships. He gifted like $500 worth of memberships on one day.
Hell yeah.
You're the fucking man, Nigel.
Absolutely. Salute. Absolutely. Hey, Derek, though, listen, bro. There's one clear-cut difference between last year and this year, bud. Dad wasn't here last year.
Yeah, Mark's not playing around. He's in a shitload already. Oh shit! Jamie said, "Who won the raffle so far?" So we did the complete raffle already. So we have 5 winners. They were announced on 7/10, but let me read them out again. We had our man Phil. He won the bong. We had Cali Jam Pete won the Mixon jersey. Tony T. Swain won the Javonte Williams jersey. Minnesota Mike won a bong. And our man Rob won a bong. That's R. Newman. So, yeah, we had 3 stoners win the bongs. Yes.
Hell yeah.
And Pete Callijam and Tony Swain, they got their signed jerseys. Well, I mean, they didn't get them yet, but they are going to get them.
Yeah.
Jamie said, I appreciate Mark donating to my winning pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of donating going on because, man, just a lot of these teams, like, you know, the Jonnu Smith teams, you know, just that's kind of just one example. You know, guy, I mean, fuck, I drafted him in a shitload of times in the 10th and 11th round. You know, now he's going in the 20th round, and he ain't going to be the Jonnu that we're fucking thinking he was going to be now that he got traded. There's the guys who drafted early, and we got some of these fucking rookies in like the not Genty, not Tet, not Hunter, but like literally you could go any other rookie besides and no Cam Ward. You could go any rookie besides them, and you might have been able to fucking get them in the 20th round, the 25th round, shit like that. That's why we got to draft early. Hey, and there we go. Nigel throwing down the super chat. He said, spreading the love. I appreciate you, bro. He said, any offensive only leagues open, vampire leagues, Debo, Snatch a Chain, 3QB, super flex. Yes, 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 yes. I always, even though I don't play in too many of the offense only leagues, I'll always have them. There's 3 offense only vampire leagues. There's 1 offense only Debo Snatch a Chain league. There is 2, I believe, 3 QB leagues offense only, and then super flex. Yes, we got multiple regular super flex leagues. I think there was like 4 or 5 last year. $33 and $55 buy-ins. 55! And then we also have the WWF. My WWF Superflex offense only. I have a Superflex with IDP and a Superflex offense only. That's the one where I stream WWE 2K, and everybody, like, we have like a player draft where you pick a wrestler that's going to be in the Royal Rumble, and the Royal Rumble is what determines the draft order. It's fucking dope. And we just all smoke weed and watch. And Pete said, where am I percentage rank in the tournament top 50? Let me see. So you have 23 right now. So actually, let me just go back to the, because I have the post still up, because everything's not going to be updated. So I guess I'm going to go off the July 10th update. And you're in the grind tier. You're 27th overall. And at that time, it was 22 teams out of 21-20.
God damn it. 2 in a row.
There goes Roshan.
I was definitely going Roshan if you made it back.
Howard, that's true. Anything can happen. I took Judkins over Hampton in my made Dino with the 103. I'm a big fan of him as a Bears fan. I can't be hurt. I can't be hurt again from the NC products. Yeah, for sure. And shout out to Sophia on Kick. Yeah, I mean, for me, it would be Hampton over Judkins, but those were literally 2 and 3 for me. There's a whole bunch of people who have Judkins, like who have Henderson over Judkins, RJ Harvey over Judkins. I was pretty consistent where if Judkins was, left on the board and I couldn't get Hampton or Genty, I was taking him.
Hi, Dada.
Hi, buddy.
Nigel says, sign me up for 1 Vamp, a 3 QB, Debo, and a WWF Superflex. All right. And let me see the ones. The one that I got right now created already is the 3 QB league. I'm going to be creating those other ones, or not creating them, but renewing them. Let me see. Let me mark these down, and I'll send you everything you can be in the I'm on the clock here. Uncle Ted said RJ Harvey's a league winner. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. I know that there's a lot of people who think that he's going to be like a top 10 RB this year. And even though it's like possible, I just don't think it's going to be that likely.
Possible and probable are two totally different P words.
All right, let's get forward. Harvey's Kamara 2.0. And see, even that, like, remember when Kamara came on the scene? He wasn't even starting in the beginning. It took an injury for him to like get more work.
Yeah, what's his face?
Ingram.
Ingram. Yep.
And then he starts killing it. But like, you know, I don't even know if he was top 10, you know, his very first year.
Yep.
There's a handful of games he didn't even play. He said Swift's the league winner. Why Swift though? Because like I don't know, Swift is pretty ass. Like I mean, he was okay on the Eagles because of their line.
Vander.
Yeah, Pete said not with a healthy Dobbins there. He ain't. Yeah, and Ben Johnson. Yeah, I mean the scheme will be there, but like, I know their line's better, but Swift is still ass. And I wonder who they even play in the end. Let's go see, because that always makes a huge difference on who the playoff schedule is. Let's go see, because Swift ain't gonna be a top 12 guy.
Get the Drake May Kyle Williams stack.
All right, back on the clock here. Okay, let's get some more RB depth. All right, let's see. They play the 49ers in championship week, the Packers before that, the Browns before that. Yeah, that playoff schedule isn't too tough. Colston, Loveland is Laporta 2.0. Yeah, see, I mean, dude, I mean, just like, I guess that's the problem is when you give these guys this high praise, like you praise them. Like, I mean, Laporta's like one of the best rookie tight ends that we saw in like a long time. And he was like playing on one of the best offenses in the league. And now you're saying like someone who plays on like literally one of the worst offenses in the league is going to be like Laporta. Like, yeah, I don't know. Jaden plus Bo Nix equals a championship. I mean, I can get behind that.
Who?
He said Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix. Yeah, I mean that's not news to anybody though. Yeah, Ben Johnson. Yeah, I mean, just because a guy has a really good scheme, it doesn't mean he can take the team out of the shitter. You know, like a wise man once said, "You can't shine doo-doo, baby." You know, and that statement is always true.
It doesn't matter what color it is. It doesn't matter what consistency it is. A fucking turd is a fucking turd is a fucking turd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Howard said, I agree. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid on RJ just yet. I was caught up in Peyton's shenanigans last year with the RBs. Yeah, and I mean, especially now, like, look at it. Like, if it was RJ Harvey and all the other bums, like, yeah, for sure. Like, would we be all the way behind him? Probably. But then you go out and get J.K. Dobbins, where, yeah, not the healthiest, but stayed healthy enough, like last year.
Mm-hmm.
Talent is equal. Chess moves aren't. I wouldn't say the talent is equal because Swift is ass. So like no, can't say the talent is equal.
Swift is all right. He doesn't stay healthy as much as he should.
And like if anybody wants to pretend that the Bears are anywhere close to the Lions, like just on any level, just any level, I don't give a fuck what level you pick. Any level, it's not close. Not
I have listen, I have oceanfront property for sale in the middle of Indiana.
Yeah.
If you think that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I swear it's the ocean.
And watch RJ Harvey's highlights, monster. I mean, that's the thing. Anybody drafted as a running back in the first or second round of the NFL drafts has great college highlights. There's just
Absolutely.
doesn't that like if not, why would you be drafted that high? Everybody does. You know why? Because 1% of college players move on to the NFL. They're mostly playing with a bunch of guys that are going to have normal jobs.
What was his name? Went from Cleveland to the Colts. Running back.
Trent
Trent Richardson.
Yeah.
You do.
He was so great, like as a rookie, and not even great, but I feel like he was kind of living up to expectations. And then it's like, then nothing after that. Yeah, you can't teach 4.4 speed. That's the thing, though. Linebackers run 4.4s now. You know, linebackers run 4.5s now. So, like 4.4, I mean,
Ben's run 4.5s.
Yeah. Howard said, Bears fan here. Once Swift learns how to run through open holes instead of the backs of the linemen, they're trading them. And I know 1,000,000% the Bears line is going to be better this year, but that's also if they stay 100% healthy. That's also if the scheme works, you know, exactly the same as it did in Detroit. And it's I mean, Swift and Gibbs, you know, because like that's like Swift is the Gibbs now on the Ben Johnson, you know, like offense, right? But like, who in their right mind thinks that Swift would do anything anywhere near the stratosphere of Gibbs and what he did last year?
It's not even remotely close.
Yeah. Uncle Ted said Ben Johnson's so good. He is, but when you are coaching one of the best teams in the NFL, they've been a top 4 team projected wise the last 2 years, you know, and he was there like 3 years as the offensive coordinator or whatever. Like, come on, man. There's just such a huge level of difference between the Bears and the Lions. Like I said, it's nowhere close in any stratosphere, any position, anything. The Lions are better.
Yep.
From the offensive line to the quarterbacks, to the running backs, to the wide receivers, to literally everything is better.
Tight end.
And like Ben Johnson's the head coach now, right? Like, I mean, is he going to be 100% handling the offensive play calling? I mean, we don't know that necessarily because they have, they have an offensive coordinator, right? It's not like they are without one.
Fucker.
And Nigel said, are those leagues 55? Yes, they are. I think I can put you in a $33 vampire league if you want that instead of the 55. Uncle Ted said that's why I like Swift. No one's thinking him. Well, that's the thing. It's not like he's not being drafted. I mean, he's drafted everywhere. It's just he's being drafted in the 8th or 9th round or whatever, maybe 7th round. Let's go see where he's at in this draft. He got drafted in the 6th round of this draft. So like, you think no one's thinking about him. He got drafted in the 6th round. You know, that's a flex player on most teams.
Mm-hmm.
So he's being drafted as a starter. And Toker1J said, where am I in the tourney rankings? Ooh, okay. Let me go see. I know you got to get your numbers up, bro. And I know you've been on a little bit of hiatus. But as of right now, you have actually, never mind. I'm wrong. You have 24. Damn, you were on it for a minute. Right. Okay, make a quick pick here. So let me go see where you are. I posted I posted the recap. Make sure you guys are like, you know, checking Patreon weekly because every single week I'm going to be posting a recap on Thursday. And so Toker 1, you're at the top of the grind tier. That's the 1, 2, 3, fourth tier out of 5, but you're all the way at the top. You're tied for 22nd with 24 teams. There's 3 teams with 24. But I know Hollywood's joined a couple since. So he's probably ahead of you now in the next tier. So you're probably still at the top of the grind tier. And Nigel said 55. I'm good. Perfect. And Jerry Bragshaw, what up? What's your thoughts on Brock Purdy this year? I like him. I think the 49ers as a whole are going to take a step back, like fantasy wise. But I think Brock should be fine as long as he's able to dump the ball off to CMC, and do things like that. That's going to keep his floor high either way. But their wide receivers, with Ayuk being all fucked up right now, he's probably going to miss a couple games or maybe not be 100% for a couple games. Ricky Pearsall, he's got the hamstring injury. That's some bullshit. Jennings is hurt, but he's still got George Kittle and CMC no matter what is going on with the wide receivers over there. So I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be flirting with being a top 12 guy, but he doesn't run. So for you guys who play in the super default leagues scoring, Brock might not even be a top 12 guy. I'd say top 15. He's either a low end QB1 or a high end QB2 for those who play in the default QB scoring. Nigel said high stakes and big buy-ins only. Let's go.
If you're doing passing touchdowns and
Bro, 6th round return, 2nd round value. Bro, can I have some of what you're smoking, please, Uncle Ted? Please, Uncle Ted, just let me smoke on what you're smoking right now.
For who, Swift?
Yeah, he said he got him in the 6th round, but 2nd round value.
Oh, man.
And Nigel said, what are these tourney ranks? The tourney ranks is the draft that we're doing right now is all a part of the big best ball tournament that I do every single year. The one that you're kind of a too pussy to play in because it has IDP. Jump in with us, Nigel. It's only $11 goddamn dollars, and you get your draft practice in. We're having fun. I know you're all the way in Serbia, so you're on a totally different clock than us. But now we got the morning drafts as well. Morning drafts, I mean, for us, early afternoon. Every Saturday and Sunday, it goes down 1 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what that equates for you, but we've been live for an hour doing this.
Hello.
And Howard said, George Kittle to the moon and pass it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as long as his ass can be George Kittle and not George Brittle, I mean, this year, a lot of things are going to be clicking for him. I just had thoughts on Kelsey. It's the best time to draft Kelsey because you get him at the highest discount ever that you've ever been able to get. And what up, Nick? He said, what up, bro? He said, do you know what day we're running the WWF IDP again? The Royal Rumble. I do not, but I know that it is not going to be until after week 3 of the NFL preseason. So we're talking somewhere August 24th would be the earliest. What up, dude? August 24th would be the earliest. And then it could be going all the way through September 3rd or 4th. That would be the ultimate latest that it would be. And we'll run the Royal Rumble before that, as long as, as soon as we get everybody paid in, we'll run the Royal Rumble, before that, and we'll get the draft order spots and all that in advance.
Damn, y'all stacked up the IDP quick, didn't you?
I know my whole queue got emptied on the IDP.
Shitty.
Fuck, and I only got 10 seconds. Let's get Corum. Getting way too many RBs right now, but you can never be too safe. That is for sure. And none of them are even my guys either, like my backups or anything.
Yeah, you just stole my backup.
Nice. You didn't even want him, bro. 22nd round. End of the 22nd round. You hadn't got him yet. I know who you're gonna pick, just so I can make fun of you. Do it. Do it. I got my I got my buzzer finger ready right here. Do it. You know
You
what I'm
already,
talking about.
you already know who I'm taking if he makes it.
Do it. Do it.
I mean, he had like a 30 or 40 point game once.
Hey, you know, even the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while. Brown, what up, bro? He said, glad I signed up for this one too late. He said, got a nice nap in. Nice, bro. Nice. And tonight, I threw tonight's link. It's on Patreon and stuff. So if you're going to be hopping in tonight, there we go.
He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
Quentin Johnston. That guy fucking sucks. That guy couldn't catch a cold butt naked in Alaska. Nick said, I'll make it work. I'll be in Florida 25th till the 1st. Okay, just keep you updated. Can't wait. For sure. I've been slacking. We've been because I was, this week wasn't a normal week for me. I was out of the office for 2 days. And so I just kind of changed my schedule, but now I'm back at it.
Huh?
You gotta listen to your mom.
No, you said that.
Yep, Butterfingers. He needs the stick 'em. Stranger said he couldn't catch COVID on a cruise ship. Brown said, turns out when I was sick driving back from Florida, had COVID. Said I put my big boy pants on and worked all week. Damn, bro. You all right? You getting better now? Shit. And Nigel said, you making that get together again in Vegas? I mean, I'd love to, but I think it's so like last minute now. I'm not sure who would even make it. You know, if we had a handful of people that made it out, like for sure I would. I love doing the live drafts. But yeah, it's something that didn't really promote it or think about doing it this year. It's because a lot of shit's going on. But January, come to Vegas in January for it'll be for my birthday / the NFL playoffs. Howard's cracking up. He said, yo, QJ had a breakout low key despite the drops, way better than rookie. And no, I can't say that. You know, like he dropped way too many balls, way too many touchdowns, and like just being wide open way too many times dropping. And I just no, he's a bum. He's a bum.
Get this bum.
No. Ah, Crispy, you bastard. Taking Leonard Williams right there. I wanted to switch back to IDP. Also felt like I wanted to go wide receiver there.
Oh, wait a minute.
Crispy always trying to snipe. Oh, nice. Brown said, what week in January? Actually going to Vegas in January. January 12th is my birthday. So that's when a lot of the planned shenanigans will be going down. But that's a Monday. So what is it called? Anyone who gets there, you know, on January 11th, I mean, dude, that NFL Sunday playoff football. Like that's gonna be fucking super cool. So
Yeah.
But that'll be a good time to come. Vegas isn't super crowded, you know. I mean, it gets crowded on the weekends for sure, but that's just kind of like an off time in Vegas in January. I've been to Vegas a lot of times for my birthday in the past, and because it's on a Monday, it's actually a good time, like flights wise. Because if you fly in Sunday, it's it's always more expensive when you fly out on Sunday. Nice, Leonardo, let's go.
Bear hat. This bat.
He's got a bear hat.
Just so glad to see Brown still alive. Been in at least 3 drafts without him. Yeah.
Wait, Dad?
Been on a little bit of a hiatus. Like you said, dude, how did you catch COVID? And like you just toughed it up, still went to work. I feel like there was one time that I caught COVID and it was like end of 2020. And dude, I was out of commission for like 2 weeks. Like literally didn't even want to get out of bed.
Bro, so the company I worked for before I went to the joint, they had a lot of government contracts because they build freezers and refrigerators for doctors' offices and hospitals and shit. So their workers had to get vaccinated to keep the government contracts.
Yeah.
And so I went and I got the vaccine. I mean, that was against like everything I believe in, you know what I'm saying? But I went and did it because it was almost $30 an hour I was making, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I bit the bullet and I went and did it for my family. But bro, listen, what I'm telling you, that damn thing almost killed me. I was so sick off of the vaccine, like
reacting to it.
Bad. Well, so hold on. It was like I don't know if anybody knows what the term cotton fever means, but
damn,
it's how do I explain this without actually explaining it? When you use alternative means to intravenously take your substances and you get dirt in it, it gives you a reaction. That's what it felt like. Like it was terrible. It was so bad. Like I was covered up in like 6 blankets, freezing, pouring sweat, puking. Like it almost killed me. Like I would rather have COVID than do that again.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. I'm gonna do this just for you.
Man, screw you.
What?
You don't know what.
Dude, stop. Who
Dinosaur.
asked your mom?
She said ask you.
That's a fever from using cotton as a fiber. Okay.
Can I go out?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Brown said, I swear UPS is the worst job to work for when you're sick in the heat. I went super slow and made, oh, he said, I went super slow, made a lot of extra this week. Man, I mean, I wouldn't be trying to rush for sure. Definitely wouldn't be trying to rush. Howard said if he catches half of those drops, he's a top 30 wide receiver. He said, maybe, please. We'll see. I mean, I don't think they go get a guy like Trey Harris, you know, if they're believing a whole bunch in Quentin.
I'm gonna do this now so nobody can fuck me over.
Yeah.
Who is Drake May's fucking backup?
Josh Dobbs.
Yeah, that's it.
Took on when I was 18 going to the army. I had the flu vaccine that put me in intensive care for a month. Fuck. I mean, it's still crazy to me that people still go get the flu shot.
Yeah.
Like that fucking helps anything.
The flu mutates. It adapts. You know what I'm saying? It comes out with a different strain pretty much every time it comes out. So, like,
which already sounds like a fucking scam to me. And I don't know, anything that you can get for free, like medical wise, it's got to be a scam as much as they charge for fucking everything.
Much as they charge for everything else.
Yeah. Tucker once, that was my last time taking any vaccines for sure, dude. I mean, fuck, man. If it literally almost killed you like that, like, yeah.
Yeah, I won't never get vaccinated for nothing again. I don't give a fuck. Give me the disease 10 times.
Yeah, it's insane the type of things that that we hear that happen from people getting sick from the shot.
Yeah.
It's insane. At the time, I was going through bullshit with my company, and it was a private, small company anyways. But yeah, for me, getting the vaccine wasn't a thing. It sucks for Vanessa. Like she was working, her job did require her to get a vaccine, and she just didn't do it and just quit. Because, yeah, that shit's ridiculous. Crispy said, I'm immune to all the fake stuff. I've touched the poop.
I feel like I have subjected my body to enough abuse that I think that I don't think any disease is gonna kill me.
Yeah. Strands that have been forced.
Especially, I don't think I'll ever catch a cold. I think I've consumed enough Sudafedrin to fucking it's a lifetime.
Stranger said I've been forced to get a flu shot twice in my life. Second longest flu I've had followed 2 in 6 weeks. Nearly killed me. I was under 100 pounds. Fuck, at 6 feet. Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucking insane. Glad you're still here, bro. Fuck. Howard said,
Yeah,
ditto.
for real.
Sicker off that COVID. And I never got COVID. What the hell? So you got sicker off the fucking vaccine and you never even got COVID. So never even got sick from that. So I guess it worked, but I feel like I'm gonna feels like I'm gonna be suing somebody soon. Dude. Yeah, man. I mean, it sucks that people don't put it in
it'll be a commercial at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the 3 a.m. commercials. Did you have a weird response to a COVID vaccine?
You were a family member ever experienced sickness or death from the COVID vaccine, you may be entitled to a financial compensation.
Yeah, that is that's fucked up, man. That is fucked up.
Look here, Atlas.
Crispy said that's a hell of a drug.
Yeah. I say that shit all the time. I live in Elwood. If you've ever Elwood, Indiana, it's like Indiana was the meth capital of the United States for about a solid year. We have more arrests per capita than any other state for a solid year.
Damn.
Bad.
Damn.
It was bad. I went down that. Unfortunately, I went down that road once or twice or 10 times. But I'm clean now. God damn it.
Hell yeah, man.
All I do is I smoke a little bit here and there. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all I do.
And weed, just to clarify.
Yeah, I smoke a little bit of weed.
Weed and
I made it through with all these. See that? I've done enough. I shouldn't have them. There's no way. It's not even logical, probable. It makes no sense. I mean, meth heads everywhere are jealous. They're like, how the fuck do you still have your teeth, bro?
Made it out unscathed, at least that way.
Made it.
And a lot of people never make it back, so props to you.
Yes. I'm very, very fortunate, man. I got a good support system. I got 5 beautiful babies that, you know what I'm saying? I got a beautiful wife that I do it for, you know what I mean? Like,
it was crazy. It was crazy when you hit me up because, I never know what's going on with people. And sometimes people will just be gone out of the blue, off of Facebook or whatever, just, off a sleeper. And yeah, man, glad to have you back.
Yes, sir.
Brandon Jones.
Decent pick.
I
I'm not playing that much, but I feel Brandon Jones is.
Yeah.
And
I wish he wouldn't have taken Deshaun Elliott last long. Definitely going there.
Crispy said went through a cocaine stage.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
One part was a great memory. Yeah, when you did blow with Michael.
Yeah, I did cocaine once for 2 years straight.
Yeah, Crispy. I mean, man, like like my bucket list is like, who can I smoke weed with? I mean, Crispy. He shared some tutors with Michael Irvin. Man, it's fucking crazy.
That's badass.
And that was during the heyday in the 90s, right, Crispy? Like when he was popular as fuck.
Yeah. And when cocaine was just, real cocaine.
Yeah, a little different.
Yeah, a little different.
And Yeah, I had enough crazy uncles to where I really got scared from doing anything that didn't seem natural to me.
Yeah.
So like weed and mushrooms, I was always good with, but like I've never been tempted to do cocaine. As many parties as I've been around and people offered me, and like also never around anybody who like tried to peer pressure me either. Like they just you either did it or you didn't fucking care, and yeah, I just knew if I have a very, very addictive personality, as you guys know, and I don't know what my life would have been if I would have went down, some of the pharmaceutical routes.
I mean, just a little backstory for everybody. I started getting high when I was 12. I started with they used to have the Duragesic fentanyl morphine patches, and that's what I started doing when I was 12. By the time I was 13, I could eat a whole 100 microgram fentanyl patch, and I went
You're on the clock, by the way.
right down from there. And, it's been a hell of a fucking ride, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Howard said, "Is there a change? Is there a I'm assuming chance. It says change, but is there a chance that Will Howard is better than Old Man Rogers?" No. I like physically, could he throw the ball, maybe farther than him? Probably. Is he more accurate than Rogers? Probably not. Is he more fleet of foot than Rogers? 1,000,000%. Does he have it between the ears like Rogers does? Not even close. Not yet.
No, not many do have it in between the ears like Rogers does. His football IQ, his ability to read a fucking field is insane. His accuracy is fucking nuts.
He better just try to be a sponge because, like, I don't know, who was it who said it best? Joe Flacco, when he was like, I'm not here to mentor anybody. I'm not here to, like, coach somebody, like shit like that. I'm here to play. It doesn't mean that the person underneath can't do what they can to be next to that person to fucking learn, because I'm sure that they're not going to be a dick, like, like if you ask questions, but can't just expect him to fucking whoever it is to just like coach you and like, like that's not what they're fucking there to do. And Tony, what up? Where's the ideal spot to grab Travis Hunter in a best ball? I mean, I feel like there is no ideal spot because most people just draft him earlier than I feel like I would draft him. I mean, he went in the 6th round here. That's not bad. I mean, but here's what I said yesterday that everybody needs to remember. Why are you drafting Travis Hunter? Are you drafting him because you want him as your IDP cheat code that's going to be a defensive player who also gets offensive points? If so, he can't be like your number 2 wide receiver with no other depth. And that's what happened here. Like you have tight end depth, but that's like only flex spots. So if he ends up going into your IDP spot, that means your next wide receiver up is Mims. So like if you're drafting him as a and you have no choice of where he plays. That's also another thing. You have no choice where he plays. He's going to play based on where his points put him. So he'll probably play a lot as a wide receiver because like if Mims is your next best and then Bateman and then Leggett, like you drafted him as a wide receiver too, who's also going to get IDP points, but you have like no depth on your wide receivers. So if I was going to draft Travis Hunter, which I haven't, it probably would be in some area like that. But you look, Adams is the next best guy, or next drafted guy. I would much rather have Adams. There might be weeks that Hunter outscores him, but yeah, so that's my thoughts. I don't think you drafted him in a bad spot, but I would have made sure to get another wide receiver in the mix as well, because if Hunter does go to your IDP spot, I just don't know how that would play out with your other wide receiver spot. And Stranger said, I puffed with Willie. I can't go up from there. I mean, that's dope. I mean, the most, I would say the most famous people that I smoked with would be Tommy Chong and Devin the Dude.
Hell yeah. That's a bucket list thing for me. I want to smoke with Tommy Chong.
Yeah.
My pops kind of looks like Tommy Chong.
Nice.
I'm trying to find the team. I've drafted Travis Hunter one time in this tournament. I'm going to read off the type of build you want to go with if you draft Travis Hunter. All right, here it is. So my receivers are, I got Travis Hunter, Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin, Deebo Samuel, and Jaden Reed. You know what I'm saying? So I got viable receivers, and now Travis Hunter can go down to my IDP spot, and I still have good receivers with him. You know what I'm saying? You want to build, if you're going to draft Travis Hunter, you got to hammer a receiver right after that. You know what I mean?
Because you never know how it's all going to play out.
Yeah.
Or just hammer your IDP early, you know, because then, you know, if you have good IDP, then he's probably not going to end up in your IDP spot.
Yeah. Schlesinger.
And fuck, how many IDPs do I have?
Fucker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck, I only have 5 IDP. I need at least 5 more. Shit. All right, sounds good, Pete. You'll be first on the grades. How is that? Like Schmitty over Hunter as well? Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of guys that I like over Hunter as a wide receiver, even with him getting defensive points.
Yeah.
Because we really don't know how many defensive points he's going to rack up a game. If it's less than 10, I mean, it's not even going to make that much of a difference.
Nope.
If he's someone who throws down 20-point games on IDP and even has like 10 or 15 points on offense, like, you know, that's going to be really good.
Yes.
Let's see it. Oh, and if anyone's interested in a guillotine league, I just had a spot open up in the #1 guillotine league. It's like the OG one. A lot of people have been in it for like a handful of years. I'm in that one as well. It's only a $33 buy-in. If anybody wants to get in, let me know. We got one available spot as of now. And all right, we'll lock down Dodson. And Tony said they're saying in Jax he'll be a wide receiver first, and he will see, and he'll get package play on defense. Yeah, and seeing like, so in training camp already. So I mean the Jacksonville news through the grapevine is that he's been playing equal amount of. He's getting an equal amount of reps on each side as of right now. So I'm sure he will be a wide receiver first, but yeah, he's definitely getting work on both sides of the ball right now. All right, sounds good. Jason, you'll be after Pete. You'll be after Cali Jam. Dude, I need more IDPs in my queue. I need to get 4 more of these biatches.
I think I'm gonna go with 12 this time instead of just 10. I don't have an A at IDP, that's for sure, but I got a B plus as long as I don't draft more than 12.
Yeah, I feel like the worse you think your IDP is, the more spots that you need.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
So normally I don't.
Crispy said, dude, it's been a trip drafting in the anarchy. So let me know why. But yeah, this league is fucking insane because there's 2 super flex spots. You don't even have a quarterback spot. 2 super flex spots, and 8 flex spots. So like anybody could literally have any fucking strategy that you want. It's all the same scoring that I have in all the offense leagues, so tight end premium and everything. But yeah, you literally build in whatever way that you want.
I don't have to draft a quarterback.
Yeah, I'm curious because I haven't. It's tough to keep up with every draft going on. I wonder like how that did affect, because the quarterbacks still score high. They're going to be the highest scoring ones, but there could be people who want those skill positions and they're like, fuck the quarterbacks. Because that would be crazy just if someone ran with no quarterback.
God damn it.
I don't know if that would be a winning strategy or not, but
I would give it a hell of a run.
yeah. And Howard said, how you guys feeling about Roman Wilson? I'm not feeling Calvin Austin hyper, should I? Man, I feel like those guys are going to be like the wide receiver 3. You know, like sometimes it'll be one, sometimes it'll be the other. All the moves that they made, I just don't think Roman Wilson's like the guy. I mean, you know, the guy who we thought he was going to be coming out of college. Redraft leagues, I'm not drafting him at all. Like these best balls are a little bit different. You know, I mean, where did he drafted? Oh yeah, I drafted him in the 26th round. And see, like that, all the redraft leagues, we don't even have 26 rounds, you know, like some with the super flex with IDP, like, you know, they'll be in the mix, but he's going to be undrafted in like so many leagues. I would just like wait and see what happens. I'd rather have someone else versus him being the last man on the bench. Dynasty, he's still a taxi guy for me. He's still someone I wouldn't have even taken out of the taxi yet. Stranger said, would it be a bold move, Cotton? Who are we talking about? K Dotton?
It would be a bold move, Cotton. He's talking about the dodgeball.
Oh, man, that's one of those ones I've seen maybe like once or twice.
Bro, dodgeball is a classic.
Yeah, it's a part of this tournament, but it's still not one of the ones that I've seen enough to even like remember any lines.
We can play dodgeball.
Said the no QB. Fuck yeah, it would be bold move.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
Simpsons did it. Dodgeball's goading. Well, what would everybody say? Like, okay, give me, I mean, if you could boil it down to 3 sports movies, what would those sports movies be? Just top 3. It doesn't matter. Nothing, no kind of limitations, just best sports movies ever. And yes, if it's a, you know, dodgeball, we'll consider that a sports movie. If it's like a racing movie, that could be in there. You know, fucking poker. There's poker movies that people might throw in there. All those count as well. Anything that's loosely a sports movie. Because it's tough for me not to pick football ones as my favorites.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know, I probably like talking about movies more than fantasy football, and because I don't get to do it as often.
Damn, somebody took the road one.
I don't even.
Let's see. I'm gonna say Friday Night Lights.
The movie or the TV show?
The movie.
Okay.
Fuck. The one baseball movie with Keanu Reeves.
Hardball.
Where G Baby gets shot.
Yeah, Hardball. Love it when you call me Big Papa.
Yes. That's And then I mean, just to throw a comedy in there, Ricky Bobby, Talladega Night.
All right. And I hate Will Ferrell, for those who don't know. And a lot of it, and I'll even clarify. I hate Will Ferrell when he's the main character. A lot of it is because, like, for him, kissing another guy is a punchline. And I just hate that shit. It's not funny to be gay to me. And it's like, that's his major punchline with, like, you know, all these jokes. And I like how in Jay and Silent Bob, they even, like, made fun of him for that. And they threw in a little jab at the end. And, yeah, so Will Ferrell in Old School is cool, but yeah, everything else, with the exception of Elf, maybe. Okay, and let me see, Crispy. I got Bowers, Kittle, and Kelsey as my first picks. three of your first 11 picks. There we go. 3 of the first 11 picks. Crazy,
Solid.
Remember the Titans, Friday Night Lights, Longest Yard. Make it for me, Dodgeball. It's like 10. Okay. See, yeah, but even Dodgeball being a top 10, because like for me, it wouldn't be in my top 10, you know. And I just said top 3. Like, dude, like I mean, it's fun. We could have a whole episode about, like, you know, just sports movies in general. And you know,
he said Friday Night Lights. What was the other one he said?
Longest Yard.
Longest Yard than the other one.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans. Okay, so I agree with that. Let me change my statement because I forgot about those other 2 movies. So Remember the Titans, Friday Night Lights, and The Longest Yard.
So
The Adam Sandler version. Of The Longest Yard.
anything that is based on a true story, I always nitpick a little bit. If they Hollywooded it up. And I don't know if you guys know, but every sports movie that is based on a true story has been Hollywooded up, especially Remember the Titans. So that's just, I like the movie. I love the movie, actually. But I always nitpick because, like, most of that shit's fucking fake, you know, or not fake, but fabrication of the truth, you know, false truth, you know, just like things like that. I mean, them going undefeated and shit like that was true, but that's like what the whole movie is about.
Yeah. We Are Marshall. That's a really good movie.
Okay. Pete said The Last Boy Scout. Is that the one where dude has to score a touchdown, or like his family's gonna get killed and he's like shooting people on the way to score a touchdown?
The one with yes. Yeah, Hardball. When G Baby died, bro, I cried like a little bitch.
Someone posted like they posted on TikTok, and it was like, I'm showing my daughter Hardball for the first time, and I don't know, maybe the daughter was like in her early 20s or mid 20s, something like that. And like it just keeps cutting to them throughout different parts of the movie. And like in the beginning, she was like, "Oh, I like G Baby. He's cool." And like right then, you just already know shit's about to get bad for this. For her. And then yeah, she was she was crying at the end. She was like, "That's so fucked up. Why'd they do that to G Baby?"
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was you know, when you think about one of the movie like deaths that that really, you know, that everybody feels, that really fucks you up, that has to be very close to the top of the list of like any movie ever that has came out.
Absolutely.
That one hit hard.
Yep. That one, and I'm a Harry Potter nerd. When they killed Hedwig in Harry Potter, I fucking hurt my feelings.
And Stranger said no order. Major League, Longest Yard, the Sandler version. Has everybody seen the Burt Reynolds version where Burt Reynolds was Adam Sandler's character?
Yeah,
and, that one is just very funny because like it's a prison movie with like no black guys. Like that's one thing that's you know, just
not realistic.
Yeah, like I mean the Sandler version just seems a little bit more true to form. You know, the way they were portraying everything.
100%.
And and Little Big League, man. I mean that would be. I really like Little Big League. That was always one of my favorite movies because I liked baseball probably more than any other sport growing up. So like all the kid baseball movies, I fucking love those ones.
Oh fuck. Damn. The Sandlot.
Yeah.
Or
You're killing me, Smalls.
killing me, Smalls.
And yeah, let him know, Derek. Hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up. And Derek, even reminding people while he's chilling on the beach in AC, you the man. You the man.
Yes, sir.
And Stranger said the death that hit hard was Obi-Wan. He said, I'm getting old. I mean, that one was a big one. That one was for sure a big one. Because I'm sure no one thought that he was ever gonna die. Crazy. Yeah, see, for me, Any Given Sunday, you know, it's tough to even put these in any order, but Any Given Sunday somewhere at the top of the list for me for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I would say The Water Boy. I mean, man, I love The Water Boy. And
I forgot about Water Boy.
And I'm more on the comedy side because like The Replacements is like one of my favorite like sports movies of all time. And maybe it's because like, you know, I was like 14 when that came out. I saw it in the movie theaters and like, you know, fucking Shane Falco and Orlando Johnson or whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, Orlando Johnson, right? Something. Whatever. Orlando Jones. Whatever it is. The guy who couldn't fucking catch. Clifford Franklin in the movie. But he was the make 7 Up yours guy.
Yeah. Blind Side.
Okay. Fuck The Blind Side. I actually removed The Blind Side from this fucking tournament. And you know why? Because that whole movie is a sham. So here's why it's a sham and how fucked up those fucking toolies are. Okay. So number one, Michael Orr already knew how to play football. Their little fucking 10-year-old son did not teach him how to play football. That's number one. Number two, and probably the biggest one, they never fucking adopted him. They didn't really adopt him. Someone help me in the chat. What's the fucking word that they did for him where pretty much like it was like he was a part of their family, but he really wasn't? And they took all the money for that movie. He got paid like nothing for that movie. What?
Guardianship?
It could be a guardianship. Let me see. See, it's funny. You type in Michael Orr and then the whole thing comes up. Michael Orr is the subject of a book, The Blind Side, currently embroiled in a legal dispute with the Toohey family, who claims he portrayed themselves as adoptive parents, but instead entered in a conservatorship. There it is.
Okay. Like Britney Spears.
Yeah. So fuck the Tooheys, those shady motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. So anytime anyone puts The Blind, because I like The Blind Side when I first saw it. Like, I mean, it's a good movie. You know, like everything like seems good, but when you figure out it's 100% fucking lie, I can't get behind it. And they didn't pay. How did he only get like, I don't know, like $200,000 or something? And the whole movie is based on his fucking life story that you fucking lied about.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And he said, dude, watch McFarlane USA, true story, starring Kevin Costner. I don't know that one.
I've never seen it.
What is this one? Dobby's death pissed me off in HP. What's that? What movie we talking about?
Dobby and Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Okay, yeah, that's why I don't understand. Because Vanessa's a Harry Potter nerd. I've seen some of the movies randomly.
Dobby, that hurt. I might have cried on that one too. I read
Harry
the
Potter nerds.
I read the book growing up. I had the whole series.
The books come out. Did the books come out before the movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They're one of the movies are one of the worst book to movie renditions ever. They leave out so much.
That's like every book that I've liked. It's that way if it got brought to a movie.
Yeah. So
like when I was in jail, I read more books than I ever read any other time. And I read Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code. And those books had me like addicted to reading, is like how good they were. plus the having lack of shit to do,
Fire.
you know. And then the movies are trash because like it's like they show like 1/5, you know, maybe like I don't know, that might even be generous of like what actually happens.
Dan Brown is a fucking master at writing books, bro.
Yeah.
I love Dan Brown. He's one of my favorite authors.
Like, see, like, why not something like that? Like, make it a 2-part movie or something,
Yeah.
you know, because it needs to be like a 5 or 6 hour movie to be able to do the justice.
To be able to do it any type of justice at all, it needs to be a 2-parter.
And
both movies.
And those books were so popular that that they would have had enough of an audience that probably would have supported it.
Mm-hmm. God damn it.
And Pete said, oh, and by the way, I heard last night's recap. He said Bad Baby had a special, and her monthly bills are $100K to $140K a month. She blows. I mean, dude, like, what the fuck are you like? I understand a lot of things cost a lot of money and like upkeep of houses and shit like that. You know, like I think like Michael Jackson, they said his house was like a $2 million upkeep per month or like some shit, you know, like that. But what the fuck is she doing that she's blowing 100 to 140K? What kind of vices does she have? Like shopping, I'm sure is one of them, but is she like car shopping or fucking clothes shopping? I know these handbags and shit can be hella expensive, but like she buying $100,000 worth of fucking handbags, you know, per month. Is she only eating out at her ghetto ass, only eating out at the fanciest of fanciest restaurants?
Jewelry, maybe.
I mean, fuck, like even then, like, yeah, I mean, dude, I guess you gotta have a lot of like, I you know, what do they call that? Retail therapy, when you like buy shit to make yourself feel better. Like, man, I mean, does she feel that horrible about herself to where she has to have that much retail therapy?
She might.
But not gonna lie, if I was making $75 million a year, yeah, 100K, you know, 140K a month. I mean, that's what it's, you know, still under 2 mil for the year.
1.2 mil a year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I might ball a little harder than that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her. Do your thing.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Crazy. I mean, she took that 15 seconds of fame and turned it into 75 mil a year. Howard said Waterboy and Replacements are goated as well. Blindside's garbage. Exactly. Fuck the Blind Side.
Yeah. I was just throwing it out there because it's a sports movie.
Well, no, and seeing like I liked it too before all this bullshit started coming out, you know, and like really them like jacking him for all the money and lying to him about like he didn't even find out that he thought that he was adopted by him and didn't find out until later.
That's fucked up.
So fucked up. And Shay just said conservative. I couldn't type fast enough. All right, how many IDP guys do I have right now? Do I need to get an IDP guy for my last one? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My IDPs kind of suck, so let's just lock down number 11.
My face.
Tom Hanks pissed me off with that crap movie. What? Which one?
Angels and Demons or
yeah, both of them, right? I mean, because he was in both of them, right?
Yeah.
Definitely
what was his name in the books?
Fuck, I can't even remember, man. It's been like 10 plus years for me. No.
Okay. I gotta look that up now. Langford, I think, is his name.
Yeah, those movies fucking sucked, man. I had very, very high hopes because I actually, like I said, I was literally addicted to reading those books. And like I've never been addicted to reading at any time. Yeah, both, exactly. Yeah, both. I just forgot because I made my pick, and so I was just, you know, it was like the butterfly. Robert Langdon, there you go.
Langdon. Yeah.
Like, you know what's another one? Like, I haven't read the whole thing. I started listening to the book on audio, but it's so goddamn long. Is Ready Player One. Like that one, like, it's insane how much information is in the book compared to the movie.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you literally, like when I'm listening to this audio book, I made it through about 2 hours. We hadn't even, like, if you're like comparing it to the fucking movie, haven't even made it through 30 seconds of the movie. And like, but 2 hours of the fucking book. Like, that's how much fucking detail there is. Yep, Brown. I drafted Danny Pesos. Said, what's next? Kyle Pitts. It's gotta be like Kyle Pitts in the 25th. But yeah, I mean, look at my starting QBs. That's why, though. You know, like I got Murray, Fields, and Tua. So like just having Fields and Tua as my 2 and 3 is fucking
Scary.
makes me very nervous. Very nervous.
So I got the best book to movie, and it's the most accurate, and it's almost word for word. Like they almost say the same exact words, is The Lord of the Rings. The trilogy. Just the trilogy, not The Hobbit, just the trilogy. The Fellowship, the Two Towers, and The Return of the King. Bro, it is spot fucking on.
Darren, yes, doing grades. You'll be after Jason Hawk fan. And yes, I love that movie. I love that movie too. And I see it's almost like better if you see the movie first and then read the book. Like I just feel like it's always going to be better doing it that way. Yeah, Stranger said no movie has ever done the book justice. Yeah. You know what? Which one that's even crazy? So Blow, Johnny Depp, you know, that whole crew. Like I read the book. So in high school was when that movie came out, and then senior year, our teachers let us write a book. Let us. It was multiple times. We got to pick whatever fucking book in the world we wanted to, and we had to do like a little like 3-minute recap of the book in front of the class, and I chose Blow. And the book, man, you know what's fucking crazy is they give you the real story about George Young, and most of it is very true to form. You know, they give a little bit more details, but the part that they really leave out, it's actually a deleted scene in the movie where Diego gets caught and he's being brought on trial for insane amount of charges for everything that he got caught with. I mean, I think he ended up getting sentenced to like 200 years to life or like some shit like that, something crazy. And they had George Young testify against him. And in the movie, they make it look like it wasn't like pretty much like nothing was going to happen positively because he testified against him. But in real life, he actually got out and he got his complete slate wiped clean. This is after like the end of the movie, like when the movie ends, like he actually got out, and then he fucking sold a $20 bag to an undercover and went back for everything. $20 bag. He got off on everything. I mean, he barely got released from jail like 10 years ago, or some shit like that. 2017 or 2015. I can't even remember. But like when he sold that bag, it was in the 90s. So he was only in jail for, let's say, less than 10 years when he actually got released, and totally fucking 100% slate clean, nothing on his record, nothing, but also no money. Everything got taken by the Panamanian government or whatever. Like he literally had nothing at that point. And like he said, sounds like a $20 setup. Like, bro, it was literally just to fuck him, like literally just to fuck him over and not let him stay on the streets, because people were probably so pissed that he testified against Diego and got set free. It's fucking insane, man. $20 bag and went back for all that. And Crispy, you're going to be after Darren. Darren, zip him up. All right, here we go. Oh, no way. And Howard said, I'm gonna watch that for the first time. Lord of the Rings. You see, Lord of the Rings, just like Harry Potter, it was like it was too nerdy for me, back then when it came out. So I just never got into it. I never watched it. And yeah, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. What's up, dude? And Howard, yeah, what's up, dude? Howard said, wow, that's more ridiculous than the ending, because that was a clear setup in the movie. Oh, for sure. Yeah. And that's probably why they probably did it even more, even crazier, you know, like a more of an intricate setup to like end the movie to like, because you know, like everything that happened in the movie wasn't 100% factual. You know, I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that were like false truths or, you know, loose truths or like whatever, you know, where it's like super fabricated and done up for the movie. Oh, no way. Darren said I'll be in Vegas 19th through the 21st of July. Nice. Let me know. Are you coming with the fam, or is it a guy's trip, or what is it? Because yeah, if it's some kind of family trip, maybe we can get something planned where you know, I'll bring Noble. He can you know, we can do something. Yeah, let me know, bro. But yeah, it's in a week. Cool, dude. Is that a weekend? No, because it's a week. Yeah, it is a weekend because it's a week from now. But yeah, that's what's crazy, and it is fucking ridiculous how that shit ended. Oh, okay, shit. He said, family, my son has an AAU tournament. Man, how old's your fucking son now? I forget, man. We're old as fuck now. Damn, bro. Your son's a baller? How old is he? Yeah. There we go, man. I know you're going to coach him up right, or at least put him in the right position.
Hell yeah.
10 in December. Okay, man. He's getting up there, man. There you go.
Hey, I'm 34, and my oldest, he'll be 18 in November.
Damn. Uh-oh. Pete said, let's get in this raffle in Dab City. There we go. All right. So the next raffle is going to be on the Thursday that we the Thursday, the start of the season. So it was 55 days as of yesterday. So we got 54 days left. And so I'm gonna kind of use you know, these next couple weeks as like as kind of like a filler, or to kind of feel out how much money I think might be coming in for this, because I want to get some really dope ass jerseys for the start of the season.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I'm marking yours down as of now, and anybody who throws in any super chats via YouTube, Zelle, Rumble, Twitch, anywhere, 420superchat.com, all those, they're going to be going to the new running total. There's only 10 raffle tickets in as of now, but when we get to this this next raffle, YouTube memberships are going to count. Patreon memberships are going to count. You got to be on the superstar tier or higher, so at least got to be on the $10 tier, but you're going to get it whatever tier you're on. You know, the lowest can be superstar. You're still going to get 10 entries into the raffle, you know, as a minimum. You're on the elite one, you'll get 15. If you're on the all access, you'll get 25. If you're the executive producer, you're going to get 50, you know, every single month, plus a shout out on at the end of every single show. And it's going to be going down during the season as well. So trying to get a couple executive producers, and you will get the red carpet service rollout when it comes to the one-on-one advice. And like the one-on-one advice during the season, like you will need it. Like if you're in a lot of leagues, like you will need it. You're going to want to throw your ideas off of someone. You could throw them in the free Facebook group if you want. You can always come here, but like there's nothing like being able to pull out your phone at damn near any time, you know, because I don't know, like people say, like, do you ever sleep? I think it's because I'm on the West Coast. I'm up late and I get up early, you know, so I'm just, you know, like like a little fantasy guardian angel that you can just text at any time.
They don't call you the fantasy football hustler for nothing, goddammit.
Oh yeah, Pete said find a Saquon. I mean, see, that's what I'm saying, man. I wanna try to get top guys for this raffle. You know, not every single jersey raffle, you know, we're gonna have the super big hitters, but I want to make sure to start the season off right. And if we get a bunch of people, you know, involved in these raffles, you know, wanting to get these jerseys, I'll make sure to get fucking dope ass jerseys. You guys just know how much these jerseys cost. You know, yeah. They're not cheap when it's the fire ass players.
Yeah. If you got a CMC or a JT or a Devontae Adams or a JJ or a Chase, you know what I mean? St. Brown.
And pretty much like that's the way that I'm thinking of it for this raffle. I want to get at least 2 A player jerseys, you know. But that's going to require, you know, that's gonna require, you know, some peeps bumping up their memberships to make sure they go from. I mean, there's some people who are still on the $3 tier on Patreon. You know, like I love you guys for being there because you guys have probably been there for years. But if we can get some people bumping up from the $3 to the $10, you know, specifically because you want those raffle tickets, you know, those 10 raffle tickets per month, plus the addition of everything else that I do for $10 Patreon members that doesn't happen for $3 or $5 Patreon members. All right. And who was first again? It's Pete Cali Jam. All right. And I'm gonna finish this bowl, and then we're doing a dab for that raffle. We're going to Dab City real quick.
Dab City. Dab City.
He said loving Big Ski 14 wide receiver and tight end room. Let me see. So Big Ski, this is actually his first draft with us. And yeah, dude, fuck, he went, he read the bylaws, he saw the tight end premium, and he went Bowers and McBride right there. But like you said, loving the wide receiver and tight end room. You don't need to start a tight end, but anybody who has tight ends, it's tight end premium, and they would just fill the flex spots. But yeah, those running backs definitely need work. But yeah, that's pretty fire though.
Yeah, you need Jaden Blue to hit and Caleb Johnson to not.
Yeah.
Because you got Jalen Warren.
Right. And I still think Jalen's going to be the 1A.
Yeah.
I mean, we never know, but I don't think that Caleb, like, feel like they would have drafted him higher if he was going to come in and be the guy.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Get ready for this. Let's get ready for this dab, guys. I got some garlic cookie dabs from Nature's Chemistry, and it's some live rosin batter. And yeah, man,
Garlic cookie?
Yeah.
Does it taste garlic?
No, it's just kind of skunky.
All right.
Yeah, like even this. Like even this, I smell it and it's just like, yeah, it's not garlicky. It's more of like a skunky, like musty, like type of cookies.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This one's for you, Pete. Let's fire this up. Get my dabber, my Dr. Dabber Switch 2 out here.
Shit.
And yeah, man, you guys got to get on the Dr. Dabber hype train. It's if you do dabs, we can't be doing dabs like fucking Fred Flintstone anymore, you know, using the fire or anything like that. We got to get on the George Jetson style of dabbing. Like literally, I'm gonna like scoop a little dab, gonna put it in the bowl, I'm gonna close it, and the little bucket has a carb cap. You push a button and that's it. It heats it up for you, and it buzzes and turns green when it's ready to smoke. And I threw my link in the chat because you know they put me on over there. So if you guys order something through the website, you'll get some kind of a discount. I don't know what it is, but you'll get some kind of a discount using my link, and then the show gets a kickback as well.
Yeah. We got a pin, like it's got a wolf on the thing. It's like got like magnetic tips. It come with a knife.
Dude, it's fucking on the tip of my tongue what those fucking things are called. Damn it. What are those things called? Nectar collector.
Yeah. She likes the glass pieces with the fire, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but so I let my dad borrow the nectar collector thing. But I like it, man, because all you do is you put that other, it's got like a hot knife. You can use the shit, and then it's got the nectar collector thing where you just fucking hit the button and you run it through the dabs and it fucking
Yeah.
gets,
I feel like I always use way more than I should with that.
yeah. Well, and you can hit it several times after you run it through the fresh dab. You know what I mean?
So here, turn this on. Got the power lights there. I have mine on this color blue. I forget where it's at, but it's somewhere in the middle. Temperature wise.
Stop.
So I still get the insane terpy flavor as well. And Pittsburgh has Gainwell too. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's another thing though that could hurt Caleb early though, for sure. And mad confusion in Pittsburgh at tight end, running back, wide receiver, kind of even quarterback. He says something that Rodgers, or if he plays bad. Yeah. All right. Cheers, everybody. It buzzed and it turned green. Here we go.
Yeah, okay.
Damn.
Is bro actually okay?
He said, "Is bro okay?"
Two thumbs up. Two thumbs up. Woo.
So yeah, don't forget we got our 420 crew chaos leagues coming up. Your weekly redrafted best ball league. Got
It's gonna be even more chaotic than all the kids in Mark's house.
yeah, absolutely.
Woo.
We got
Look
nine
at Howard. He said, "Damn, I got to get me one of those."
yeah.
I know, fucking dying. Yeah, he said, "Is bro really okay?" I'm sure a lot of people are thinking the same thing. Woo!
Yeah.
These things are awesome. Pete said it hits a little different than the 56th floor. Oh, for sure. It got to the point where, like, I mean, I would say that dab size pack and like the size that I took on the video are probably very similar. Most of the time I was taking a dab like half of that size, and it's still making me cough, and it's still taking me to another level.
Hell yeah.
But that was
different.
that was the bigger one for the $10 super chat for sure.
Oh yeah.
Woo. All right. Now on to Cali Jam's team. Okay. Hertz and Caleb are the top two. Caleb Williams. Caleb dropped in this one. Like, I was actually like debating on like taking him. It was like him or Fields, like which one, you know, am I okay taking? And I took Fields because of the rushing upside. You know, hopefully he has more rushing plus passing yards than Caleb. You know, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
They both suck in my opinion, and I really don't like to have them on my team. But you got to measure number two. Let's see. Anybody else? McKee, Garoppolo, Dalton. So you didn't even get any of the backups, huh? No.
Yeah.
Oh, I get McKee.
He got Dalton for Caleb. Oh wait, no. I'm tripping.
Yeah, he only got McKee. So
yeah.
Basing it off of these two guys, I mean, Caleb's like a B+ to B- to me, and Hertz is like an A. I think for the lack of depth, I'm gonna say a B total for this. If you had a third QB, it'd probably be a B+. You know, if it was another starting QB drafted in the top 10. If you draft 3 QBs in the top 10, they all get they all come into play on the grades. And I said that's why I took him. He slid. Yeah, for sure. I mean, well, you didn't have a lot of options either. I mean, fuck. Like, what other QBs? Like, you could have got Geno or Ward or Richardson, but like literally, like, I mean, Rodgers, you know, like you got lucky that he slid because like you were about to have a really shit QB2 if if he wouldn't have fell that far. And I said the tight end room is interesting. So in this style of league and any style of league that I've created, in the last 5 years, anyways, there's no tight end spot. So no one is required to draft a tight end, but it is tight end premium. They score half a point higher. They score 2.5 points per catch as opposed to the 2.0 per catch for everybody else. So yeah, I hate the tight end position and how it weighs so much on like who wins the championship. So I've counterbalanced that bullshit by taking out the tight end and making it a tight end premium league because you're not forced to start a shit tight end. And no matter what league size you're in, unless it's like 8 or below, like there's going to be a couple people at least starting a shit tight end. And Pete said, "Oh, yeah, Chicago's backups. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't want to take him either. Yeah, you're right. But you still don't get graded up because of it, you know."
Yeah.
He said it was a great first Caleb for me, for sure. Yeah, definitely. You needed him. Crazy that Caleb was your savior in this because it would have been a really ugly option if he didn't make it that far. Running backs: Derrick Henry, Mixon, Dobbins. Man, not a lot of depth there. You have a shitload of wide receiver pass catcher depth, but not too much on the running backs. I mean, Derrick Henry's an A, Mixon's a B to me, Dobbins like a B minus. So I'm going to say B plus total for the running backs. That's generous, though. I mean, that's Henry bringing the average up a little bit. Wide receiver pass catchers: London, McLaurin, Kittle, Flowers, Judy. I mean, to me, London, McLaurin, and Kittle are all B plus guys. Flowers is a B minus guy. Judy's actually a B guy to me because I'm rating him that with the assumption that it's going to be Flacco.
Yeah.
So because you got 3 B plus guys, I'm going to call this a B plus total for the wide receiver pass catchers. And IDP: Ellis, Olakun, Edrin Cooper, Devin Lloyd, EJ Speed, Yvonne Pace, Alante Taylor. Man, woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, that's a fire. And Chubb, I still hate that you draft him earlier than I will. You fuck. I like it though because they said he's back. He's looking like he's back to form. Hasn't been right in like a year and a half, or a little bit longer than that, maybe. Who knows? Dre Greenlaw, let's see if he comes back healthy. Thule, Morig, blah. Let me see. So how many did you get total? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 11 total, and 7 of them are money. I'm gonna call it a B plus. I'm calling it a B plus. There's a couple guys on there who keep this from not being an A, but I mean, seven out of 11 ain't bad. Yeah, that's fire. And I hate you that you took Alante Taylor in the 20th round.
Yeah, he would have made it back to me. I was going to grab him.
How y'all feeling on Royals? For Dynasty, he's like a Dynasty taxi player for me. Like right now is how I feel about him. Like a lot of I would say a lot of rookies I kind of avoid in redraft leagues. Like, you know, the later guys. Like, I mean, you want to take the earlier guys who we think have a big role, you know, I mean, that's one thing. But like the Judkins of the world and, you know, just anybody who's not drafted in the first round, because if they don't get a lot of work within the first 4 weeks, they're going to get dropped. There's probably a really good percentage, like percentage probability that they get dropped. And as long as you're paying attention, you can be on and swoop. All right, where's the bench kicking at? Guerendo, right? Yeah. Guerendo, Chubb, Ertz, Hopkins, Royals, Mitchell, Okonkwo, Komet, Pierce, Wilson, Mike Williams. How the mighty have fallen. Let's see. I think I got to give this a C plus because you don't have too many difference makers in my eyes, and to me, like the difference maker to me is someone who's going to be week in week out competing for that flex spot. Because I'm not thinking about injuries like right now. Like to me, everyone's just going to stay healthy. If they are an injury prone guy, it's already kind of baked into that person's rating and kind of even baked into their draft spot. Yeah, C plus for that. So we got a B plus, a B plus, another B plus, another B plus on the IDP, and then a C plus. So and the quarterbacks right at 85. So this is gonna be 3 up, 1 down here. So it's gonna be in 87 overall. 87.
Solid squad.
I wish Ertz would go away. I have him. I have a lot of schnot. You're one of the Ben schnot people. Man, yeah. I never got on the Sanat hype train. It was way too hyped. Like when they already, I don't know if they had Ertz already at the time or if they brought Ertz over there, but like you'll see if you just follow any of my YouTube shorts. Like if I find an interesting podcast, that has a football player on it or something, I'll get little clips of that and I'll share it. And I remember one of the clips that I shared, our man Johnny was like, man, it was Zach Ertz. And he was like, man, this doesn't sound like someone who's about to be the backup tight end on his team. Like just the way that he was talking, just, yeah, it didn't seem like it. And that's why some of these tight ends, dude, like they take a couple years before they break out. And Chig is sneaky. Yeah, I mean, definitely with Ward. I mean, I don't know. Are they going to use Chig like they used Arroyo at the U last year? If they do, like, man, I mean, it could mean like great things, but I'm sure they need him to block as well, too. So that's another thing that just sucks. All right, who is next after Cali Jam? Hawk fan Jason. Where's his squad? Oh, right next to Cali Jam. He started off with Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins and Sanders on the bench. I'm going to call that, I mean, both those guys are B plus. Well, yeah, I mean, Burrow might even be an A to me, but because of no depth, I'm going to call it a B plus total.
Yeah.
And running backs, Hampton, Walker, Swift. I mean, we're talking, who I forget who the dude was, saying how Swift is going to be a league winner. But if Swift is the league winner, I guess we could crown Hawk fan. So to me, Hampton is like a B minus. We got to draft him early because of hype. Walker's a B. Swift is like a C plus. So yeah, I'm gonna call that a B minus total for the RBs. Wide receivers, Marvin Harrison, Jordan Addison, Adunze Olave, and Juwanaman Jennings. I feel like that's a B. Like Harrison's like a B plus to me, but I mean everybody else here is like Addison. Actually, Addison's like a B. Adunze is like maybe a B, but then Olave and Jennings are probably like B minuses to me. So yeah, still levels out to a B. IDP, Fred Warner, Aiden Hutchinson, Myles Garrett, Jesse Bates, Julian Love, Nick Bosa, Trey Walker, Jalen Carter, Josh Hines Allen, man, Josh Hines Allen, fall from grace. Thibodeau, man, wish he would step it up. And Montez Sweat and Iman Wari.
Dallas Turner.
Oh, wait, oh, totally missed him. Yep, Dallas Turner as well. Let me go back to the top. How many guys? One. Yeah, top 3 are money, I feel. But then it just starts like falling off kind of like slowly but surely from there.
Got 13 of them.
There's enough firepower enough firepower to say this is a B, but enough enough lower end guys.
To keep it from being a B plus.
Uh-huh.
I agree.
And Howard said I was hoping that was their plan. The tape don't lie. Yeah, man. I mean, but yeah, Chig and Arroyo. A little bit different on the athleticism. Like, not like Chig isn't athletic, but Arroyo, like, dude, he's just, you know. I mean, they were using him like a wide receiver more often than that. Where's the bench kick in at?
Benson.
And Darren said, love that soundbite. You should be YG. Who do you love? Which soundbite? Which one? Which one, Darren? Howard said Thibs can be traded, right, with Carter there now. Yeah, but it's kind of like what's the fucking guy's name who's a bigger bust than him? Fuck. What the hell is the defensive end who got drafted a couple years ago? Went to the fucking Commandos. Chase, right? And then went to
Chase Young.
Yeah, there we go. Chase Young. Couldn't fucking think of his last name. Yes, Chase Young. Look at like a guy like him. They couldn't fucking trade him for anything solid, like at all. They got like a 3rd round like draft pick for him, you know, for someone who was a top 5.
I think it was a 3rd and no.
It was a 3rd. It was a 3rd. Like they even sold Montez Sweat for more than they sold. They were both 1st rounders, but Montez Sweat was not drafted at 102 or whatever. Yeah. And he got a higher draft capital return than Chase did. And I feel like Thibodeau, his NFL trade fucking juice is like nothing like right now because he's like sucked. Like, I mean, dude, for what they drafted him to be, like, I'm not even talking about just when he got hurt. It's like, man, he's only came in tiny spurts. Like, it's like he can't string shit together. So I'm asking for my Bears. I mean, your Bears were the one who traded for Montez Sweat, traded a 2nd rounder, and like Montez Sweat like hasn't done shit since he's been over there. Like, I mean, man, they gotta. What is this? The scheme? I mean, it's predictability because the line isn't that good. Like, what the fuck is it over there? Why the defensive ends can't get to the quarterback?
Yeah.
And Darren said the song goes, the bitch who do you love by YG said, should be for Julian Love or Jordan Love soundbite. Okay. Send me, get that, get it off of YouTube, get the link off of YouTube for like the video or the song or whatever, and send it to me. That'll make it easier. And if you could tell me where in the song, like it says it, I'm sure I could figure it out listening to it. But if you could be like 1 minute and 20 seconds in, makes it easier on me as well. Poles isn't my favorite GM. Yeah, man, he's been making some questionable decisions. I mean, at least they sewed up the line, you know, because that was like one thing that just sucks for Caleb.
Extension too.
Yeah, setting I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't want Caleb to suck. I don't have him anywhere, but like when we have more better quarterbacks, it just makes for better fantasy all around. Like, I got some DJ Moores and shit, you know, that would do better if Caleb can stay upright. So hopefully he does.
Yes.
Hired terrible coaches with no talent on the other side. Yeah, like the whole defense. Like, I mean, last year it was a pretty good secondary, but and TJ Edwards is a fucking monster in the middle, you know. But like, I don't know. The defense is fucking whack. The safety, it was like the cornerbacks were the ones who were scoring higher than the fucking safeties, and it's a weird ass scheme. I don't know what the fuck it is, because I don't pay close enough attention to it. But we need so I like during the season, I want to get some guys who will be like, you know, the 420 crew, like beat reporters. You know, when we get in August, like really, I want to start getting people on it right now, where you might record like a 30-second video, a 60-second video once a week, where you kind of give us insight to what you're hearing, you know, not the main shit. Like we all get the main shit. The shit that you hear that like nobody else is hearing because it's only people in your city, you know, that are like talking about it. It could be a player on the come up, it could be fucking anything, but like just any kind of information. So if anyone is interested in that, just let me know what squad. And you have to commit to making at least one 60-second video per week or coming on a show. Like if you come on a show, you could come on the show and shoot the shit for as long as you want when I start doing you know, as we get closer in August. But yeah, just throwing that out there. If anyone wants to do that for the hometown team that you cheer for, I want to try to get as many peeps as we can, because it's just going to help us all as a whole, like learn about shit that is not the mainstream media news. All right, where am I at for Hawk fan? Bench.
Benson.
Yeah, Benson is on the bench for him, fucker, because he had an early 12th rounder. So Benson, Igbuka, Dallas Ferguson, Roshan, Darren Waller, Richard Smith, Pat Fryermuth, how the mighty have fallen down to the 27th round. And Shadur Sanders, man, I mean, 28th round. That's more like where he should have been drafted the entire time. And Manningai, Washington, Gray. Yeah, the DB room is elite. Fuck yeah, and definitely has an eye for the DBs. Yeah, because I mean, I'd say the top 4 DBs are all money. Like, fuck, they're almost all good enough to be like relevant for fantasy. Now it's more, I don't know, like Stevenson's dope, but it kind of went in waves. We'll see what happens. But I don't know, I mean, go back to, what was his name? Fucking Peanut Tillman, right? Like fucking, like, man, he was always dope. There's always some dope cornerbacks on the Bears. They do all our tackling because Edmonds can't do anything. Yeah, man. See, I've been trying to tell people that Edmonds sucks. Like I always, when anybody he was dope early years on Buffalo. I mean, that was like his early 20s. But now it's like either TJ Edwards beats him to the tackle or he just like misses a tackle. You know, he sucks for fantasy now. Let's see. Let's say Ferguson here. Let's say Roshan here. But that's it. I'm going to give this a C+ for the bench. So it was B+ for the QBs, B- for the RBs, B for the wide receivers. Dang it. Did I even give IDP a grade? I don't even think I gave IDP a grade. What?
You said B.
Okay. That's what I was about to give it again. So yeah, a B. And then a C+ for the bench. So quarterback's bringing the score up. Wide receivers and the IDP right around 85. And then the bench and the running backs bringing it down a tick each. So 84. It's going to make this an 84 overall. 84 overall. Not too shabby. Bench is kind of sus. RB's kind of sus. All right. Darren is up. Darren, then Crispy.
Darren, which one's he?
Zip him up. All right. And QBs. Jordan Love. Trevor Lawrence. Michael Penix. Any backups? Kenny Pickett. Oh, dude, it was you who fucking took Tyrod Taylor. You ass. Kenny Pickett, Tyrod Taylor, Nick Mullins. Oh, we got Malik Willis. Hold on.
You got all of his back.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Didn't get Kirk Cousins though, huh? No. Okay, so you didn't get the trifecta. If you draft quarterbacks in the top 10 rounds to get the extra bump up, whether it's 2 or 3 quarterbacks, you got to get all 2 or 3, however many you have, to get the grade bump up. Just throwing that out there for people who may or may have not have heard that. Okay. Said QBs and Swift getting them to the playoffs, maybe. Yeah, I mean, there was someone who came in earlier saying Swift's a league winner. I can't really get behind that. Okay. Love's a B- to me. Lawrence is a B to me, and Penix is a B- to me. So I think because you got 2 B- and only 1 B, we're gonna call it a B- for the quarterbacks. RBs, CMC and Jacobs, both B+ players to me. CMC starts the B+ guys for me, and Jacobs also a B+ guy. And then Caleb Johnson, and that's all you got. So I mean, it's tough because like for the lack of like depth, I want to give it a B instead of a B+, even though CMC and Jacobs are both B+ guys, because like there's really no depth, and like Caleb Johnson's like a C for me. Like who knows what kind of start he gets off to.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call that a B for your running backs. And I don't know if there's better running backs that you could have got at that point, but I feel like you could have not drafted Penix there, and yeah, like I feel like if you would have got Brian Robinson, for example, like Crispy drafted him at the end of the round. I'd even say even if you got Stevenson, or maybe even Henderson, if you got like one of those guys who were just drafted at the turn, and you would have taken the QB next round, you might have even gotten Michael Penix in the next round, but you get a way better quality running back for this year. Because I don't know, I'm not. Caleb could catch on at the end, but like having Warren over there, who they love, a shitty offensive line, it's like if I'm wrong about it, I'm definitely not going to be paying any dividends in this tournament because I have like 0 Caleb Johnson. It's just how I feel for him for redraft. He's more of
Dynasty.
He's more of a dynasty guy, and he'd be a guy in dynasty that I'd have in the taxi to start the season. I wouldn't even want him potentially in my flex or anything. Yeah, and Howard said Henderson over Penix. Yeah, and that's a little like who knows if Penix makes it to the next round, but I feel like Penix, Geno Smith, and Ward. I mean, all those guys would kind of be in similar caliber of quarterback. Yeah. And Darren said, I still think CMC is going to hit, but we'll see. Revenge tour. I got a lot of CMC. So, I mean, I'm with you. He's still a B+ player to me because of injury, injury history and injury risk. Like, dude, I mean, last year's injuries were big time. I know they said he's looking back to form. It still makes me nervous. Still makes me nervous, man. But I'm with you. I got a bunch of them. And I've drafted him in the first round and the second round, just like you. So I'm on it. Wide receivers, Nico, Ladd, and pass catchers, Kelsey, Diggs, and Mandrews. I mean, Nico and Ladd are definitely B+ guys. We're all praying for CMC. Yes. Hold on. Let me do that again. I said we're all praying for CMC.
Should have bought a Honda.
There's a B+.
It's really teetering there for me between a B+ and a B. Hey Pete, come on. Don't you wish that evil on nobody, bro. Please don't, because we're all so addicted that we all have everybody. So we really don't want injuries to happen, at all.
We could just get one season where nobody got hurt.
That'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be great.
Just like on Madden, remember back in the day, you should turn the injuries off, just like that. If we could just turn the injuries off and play out a season, because that would be fun. Because really, what fucks up teams more often than not is injuries.
Yes.
I mean, then you got to go. If it's someone who's out for the whole year, got to drop them, got to pick up someone way lesser, to replace them. And it is the cycle of fantasy football, and you guys need to be here all the time Okay, because like during the season, like instead of these drafts, it's going to be me doing question and answer sessions where I'll be live for like an hour to 2 hours. You know, people are throwing in super chats. We're smoking, we're doing dabs. I'm bringing news, all that type of stuff. And
Besides on Wednesdays, we're gonna be doing our
well, it's going to be on Wednesdays too, because I have the morning show as well during the season. So I go live twice a day during the season. One for the morning news where we talk about news and get high. It's a little bit shorter show, but you know, a little morning show. And then afternoon show, it's either going to be a Wednesday draft that you guys need to be a part of. Only $20 for the drafts. Is going to be fucking awesome. We're going to be doing them every single week. It's going to shit all over DFS. Not because of the amount of money that you can win, because it's only going to be league, you know, $20 times 16, you know, in the pool or whatever. But it is going to be fun because we get to draft. That's what this is all about. It's best ball also.
200 to first and what 60 to second.
I think so. I got the bylaws that we'll throw in there. I'm throwing it in the chat so you guys can read it now. And I don't have any of the leagues created yet. As we get a little closer, I will have those ready for you guys.
Yeah.
So where is it? Where the fuck is it? All right, hold on. Let me search it by the name. I got so many docs in here. All right, here it is. Okay, here's the weekly best ball. Link is in the chat. Save this. Save this for later so you don't forget every single week. And who knows how many of these leagues we're going to fill at first. It might only be one, but every single week you're going to have opportunities to get in more because we're going to be doing these drafts live. People are going to be hyped about it, and people are going to be wanting to get in weekly. Yeah. I'm going to look into League Safe to see if I can create custom leagues to like literally do as a weekly league. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to or not. Like, I don't know if
I don't think League Safe will pay out before December or something.
Yeah, so that's why we're gonna have to do this one. People paying through Zelle or people paying through Square, just like we're doing for the best ball tournament now. And Pizza have no CMC. I know you don't, because if you did, you wouldn't have said what you did. And Howard said Goodell would explode if injuries didn't happen. He already wants 20 games. I mean, yeah. Of course, because like the more games there is the more that he's going to get paid, because that's the more revenue, because he gets paid off like, you know, the revenue of what gets brought in. It's like a certain percentage off of each team or whatever that like he gets. And man, that salary is getting fucking huge for him.
Yeah.
Salary is getting huge. Shout out to commissioners around the world. And okay, where the hell was I at? So did I even give a grade for the wide receivers? No, I think I was still on the fence. I'm going to give it a B. It's very, very close. I'm going to give it a B, though. I was so on the fence that we had to come all the way back. So we're going to grade it down. Ooh, Crispy said wedding cake, 28.51. Yes. About to get next level. I'm going to go. Dude, this sour apple is like so good. And it's from Safety Meeting. Only 23.4% THC, but it's like, it's so tasty. Like the thing about me and weed is like, I understand, I treat weed like a 5-tool player, you know, like, I mean, there's a few different things, and I don't even know if it's all the way 5 tools. I just treat it like that. You know, the smell is one, the look is one, the THC is one, the terpenes is one. So you gotta, all these things just gotta combine, and it may not be the highest THC, but if the look is fire, and taste, obviously, if the look is fire, the taste is fire, and the smell is fire, you know those terpenes are fire. And Howard said 60 mil a year right now, right? He said, I'm in the wrong business. I mean, man, it's a little insane. Uh-oh, did my mouse just die? Fuck, my mouse just died. I always forget to fucking charge it. What the hell happened? No, I charged it last night. All right, never mind. We're back. I left it in charging all last night. And yeah, man, 60 mil a year for being a commissioner. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's the level of commissioner I'm trying to get to in this lifetime. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Only like a tiny, tiny, tiny little drop in the bucket of that, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And okay, B.
Almost makes as much as Daniel Bergoli.
Catch me outside. How about that? And all these hoes laughing like something funny. Yup.
Okay, IDP. Dude, you were on it. Brooks, Spillane, Nick Cross, Knight, Chin. Chin kind of makes it fall off a little bit for me. Daniil Hunter. Okay. Oh, Henry H2O. I keep telling people don't draft him. He's going to disappoint the fuck out of you. And Brandon Jones, good recovery. Jihad Campbell. See, I keep telling people you could get him in the 29th. Just like don't jump up in like the 20th round. Get him a little bit later, and it's not as bad because I still don't really like him, that much for this year. I think he's going to be better overall as dynasty, but yeah, still good in the 29th. Diablo, I think just sucks. Like for fantasy, he's like way better for real life than for fantasy. And Dexter Lawrence, that's not bad. I mean, he's a beast for the 34th round. And Pete said, I like CMC as a player, but he cost me too much in fantasy throughout his career. He said if he was third, I'd do it, but I just can't even give 11 a shot. He said, we want winners.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
I guess what's tough for me personally is I've won a lot of championships with CMC going back to 2018. So that's why I have a little bit of mixed feelings on him to where I will give him a second chance. Best ball especially, because that's why you see me go hard on these running backs more often than not, because like if he gets hurt, I want to make sure I have the depth.
Yep.
Yo, Eddie, what up, bro? He said, I finally caught y'all live. Let's get it. He said, where do y'all do drafts? So we do it on Sleeper, and on the weekends, we have 2 drafts per day. They're only $11, or they're either $10 or $11, depending on which way you pay. And I'm going to throw in the link for tonight's draft just in case there's still room. It happens at 6 p.m. West Coast time. And it happens at 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And it's the same time every single day for the nighttime draft. And yeah, only $11. So you could jump in there. My handle's FF Hustler 420. You can tag me in there. As soon as I see you join, I'm usually going to go in there and start communicating. So yeah, the bylaws are in there. The payment info is in there, but these are super fun. Do them all the time. And there's thousands of dollars at stake. I'm glad you kindly caught us live as well. And Pete said you're going to love to learn Jihad. So I like him for Dynasty. I like, he was one of my top rookie IDP guys. So it's like, I think number 2. Right behind Carter. So I'm right there with you. I do love him, but this is like, it's best ball redraft. And if the highs aren't there, there's just other guys who I'd rather have that I feel like are going to give more spike weeks. Like that's the difference. Like I'm shooting for a more risky position, a more risky player, but like with the higher upside that Jihad, I don't think is going to have year 1. Because no risk it, no biscuit. He said, living in the past. Sweet memories for you, nightmares for me. Well, I see, but like every year, it's always different. Like last year, it started off with him getting hurt like right away, and that kind of like fucked everything, But Derek won this tournament last year with drafting CMC in the first round. The proof is in the pudding that if you draft correctly, one person is not going to make or break. This is not going to make or break your team. So that's just something to remember. That's why it's high risk. Fuck yeah, dude, high risk. But no risk it, no biscuit. That's my thoughts. Like I'm not going to be scared because I'm going to make sure to draft to where if CMC gets hurt, it's not going to fuck me. And I'm going to make sure that I'm taking the highest upside that I can. And like if CMC actually comes back, like not too many have his upside. Yes, sir. Jump in, Eddie. Jump in. It's gonna be fun, bro. These drafts, there's a reason why we do these all the time. Is because it's fun as fuck. They always fill because it's fun as hell.
Yes, sir.
1 second. Okay. I didn't grade the IDP yet. Let me see. One more time. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you got 11. I mean, the top 3 are money. Tyrese Knight. I like him. I mean, he's like a notch below those top guys, and he's like a notch above Jeremy Chin. But I'll tell you, like the hating H2O, the hating Diablo. I'm gonna say it's either a B plus or a B. That's what I'm debating right now. Is like where should this really lie? I mean, Dexter Lawrence kind of saves it a little bit for Diablo.
Brandon Jones saves it for.
I'm gonna call it a B because of a few things, but a lot of it because of Jeremy Chin being inside your top 5. That's the difference maker from me from B plus to B. Because Jeremy Chin's like a B minus guy, like for me. It's not that I hate him. Like, I mean, I liked him last year. You know, like he could be good like this year on the Raiders, but he could also be very mid. You know, like I mean, the Raiders safeties, like they kind of went in waves of like getting like 8 to 10 points, and you know, like kind of real seldomly getting like 20 plus. And Eddie said, I'll try. He said, I'm launching a crypto coin tonight. He said, I've seen a few of y'all's videos and these look fun. Super fun. Super fun. And Peter said, you'll be glad to know you'll always get CMC behind me, everyone. Good to know if he makes it that far. Where the hell's the bench? Goddard, Ayukin, Thielen, Kareem Hunt, Mostert, Lloyd, Moss, Theo Huxtable Johnson, and Tisla. I like a couple pieces, but it's like it's kind of ugly in spots, and I think all those extra quarterbacks that you like, and you know, I don't know, not extra to me, but let's just say because all the bench quarterbacks that you got, like I feel like it made you probably miss out on like a couple better offensive players potentially. So I'm gonna say C plus for the bench. So this was B minus, B, 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 and then C plus. So yeah, that's I mean, I feel like that's like an 84.5. I'll say that because it's like it's all B's besides that one bench C, and I don't think the one bench should like, you know, make it even drop a whole point. But we'll say, we'll say an 84.5, just like tiny little hair under 85 for all the B's. It said 88 sounds good. Okay. Let's Let's get Crispy's graded, and then we got Mark, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here till later tonight. So Crispy, McCarthy, Darnold, Rogers. Ooh. Howard. Couldn't get all three, huh? Nope. Darren, you savage. All right. We love the super chats. He said, let's just say 90. Huh? Elbow bump. All right. I'm marking you down right now, Darren, for those the super chats. I'm doing the next raffle is gonna be on the opening day. So 54 days from now. And I don't know what the prizes or the raffle prizes are going to be yet, but I'll be working on those real soon. I'm going to be hitting up Pristine to try to get something very pristine for us. So I'm going to say, I mean, to me, JJ, Darnold are like B- guys. JJ might even be like a C+ because I'm nervous about the injury shit. And Rogers is probably like a C+. So I'm going to call it a B-, but like barely. If it comes down to me grading up or down later, that could come into play. RBs, Cook, Hubbard, Stevenson, and Brian Robinson.
Got a bullet in his bubbles. He got a bullet in his bubbles. You can be out of order, get loose, but you can catch a bullet in your nose.
I mean, Cook and Hubbard are B's to me, and Stevenson and Robinson are like B- to me. This one's kind of tough. I feel like I'm just going to call it a B for having the depth. And then wide receivers, Lamb and Amon-Ra, it's a good start. And then Reed and Njoku would be in the mix also. Howard said Hubbard over Walker. He said, you son of a bitch, I'm in. And I probably would have took Walker over Hubbard if it's me. You know, if I'm given the choice in the same spot as Crispy was there. Damn, so, I mean, that's what I'm debating on. It's either an A or a B+. And like, you know, I always got to give a little extra hate to Crispy. And I even said if I was on the fence somewhere, it might come into play where like the quarterbacks like, you know, went up to a B- versus a C+. I think this might be, you know, the ref making up a call right here and going B+ on the wide receiver pass catchers. And because CD and Amon-Ra are A's for me for sure. But then you got Reed and Njoku, who I have as like B-. So it's like it's got to even out like somewhere because those guys are going to come into play. And okay, IDP. Van Ginkel, Levante David, Frankie Louvu, Quincy Williams, Josie Jewell, Peyton Wilson, fire top 6. Leonard Williams, fire top 7. Jalen Thompson, okay, fire stops. Skyler, Jonathan Cooper, that's a good late pick. I fucking always I've been forgetting about Cooper lately, and he's a really good late pick for what he did last year. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 10. Okay. I'm going to say a B+. The bench is going to drag it down just a tiny bit. And Sam over T-Law is very spicy. Dude, you totally did take Sam over T-Law. T-Law almost made it back to me, and I was going to take him. Like, I really hoped that T-Law was going to make it back to me. But, yeah, I was super surprised that you took Darnold over T-Law, Crispy. Yeah, I was super surprised about that. It is extra spicy. Good eye. Good eye. And, okay. Where's the bench kick in at? Kirk, Hollywood Brown, Dowdle, Palmer, Demario Douglas, Deami Brown, Jalen Coker. all that talk about the white stuff made you treat your nose to some Coker in the 27th round, huh, Crispy? And Conklin, hey, and you're smoking bowls of Herbert. I like it. Okay, in the 30th round. And Wicks, Fant, and Antonio Gibson. Man, what's so funny? Like every time I see Antonio Gibson, there's this one analyst who doesn't rock with me anymore, who used to. And I said what I said. You guys know who it is. And at one point, he had Antonio Gibson as like the 101 in Dynasty. And so like he would get mad when we would like make fun of his takes, but he would like say outlandish shit like that. And of course, it's not recently. We're talking like 3-4 years ago, maybe 2021 or 2022, something like that. Insane in the membrane.
I remember the Antonio Gibson hype train.
Yeah, it was crazy. He was trying to lead it. And so Christian Kirk, I feel like, would be a difference maker. Not Hollywood, not Dowdle. Palmer, I'd probably throw in there. Ooh, Douglas is like, that's where I feel like is the break. Is Douglas, would I consider him a difference maker? Because I feel like it's really him, Diggs, and Henry like over there, but they also throw the ball a lot to Stevenson. And are they going to start throwing the ball a lot to Henderson? Because like it's got to give somewhere.
And Williams.
Well, yeah. See, I mean, I'm not on the Williams hype train like that. Like he's nowhere close to Demario Douglas yet. Like being able to leapfrog him, or like even steal like touches from him.
Yeah.
Man, it's tough because that's where the breaking point is. Like right there. I'm gonna say B- for a couple year later picks as well. So what I say here, B-, B+, 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 and then B-. So the wide receivers and the IDP bringing the score up. The running backs and the QBs right at 85. And bench is at 85 also. So this is going to be an 87 overall.
Solid work.
There you go. And Howard said, how do you feel about Moore going over to Buffalo with Josh? Is that Elijah I want to score more? I don't know. I don't like it. I said Palmer versus Moore. I'll take Moore. I'd probably take Palmer. I mean, it's tough though. Like it's probably either way. It's probably going to be Shakira.
And Keon Coleman.
Where did my draft? There we go. Okay. Last one. Then we're going to get up out of here. And Celtic said, hey, he said, is it still illegal to draft Rashee Rice in the late first round? I mean, let me see where he went here. Shout out to Celtics. Where'd Rashee Rice go? He went at the 5'11" here. So I mean, just why draft him, there if you don't have to?
Yeah.
You could still draft him earlier than the 5th, but you don't have to draft him in the first round. Nobody else will. I don't know. I guess maybe when the ultra casuals come in, if they're listening to those consensus top 3 from ESPN and all the people who don't play in fantasy football leagues, giving advice. He said win. He said grind. I see the consistent lives every day, bro. Damn near. I mean, I wasn't live on Tuesday and Wednesday, but outside of that, like, man, it's been like damn near live, like at least once every single day for, I don't know, maybe the past like couple months. I think WrestleMania might have been one of the last times that I actually, no, it was WrestleMania and the draft, the NFL draft. Well, but I was streaming during the NFL draft. We just didn't do any drafts during then, but I did not stream for WrestleMania. Okay. All right, here we go. Mark Squad. Prescott and May. You get the backups. Milton, Winston, and Dobbs got them. And Crispy said Palmer a league winner, Stevenson a league winner. Man, I love that Stevenson's going so late. So I know I'm going to be able to swoop him in a couple places. So it's a B, and then the bump up because you got the backups. It's a B plus. And running backs: Bijan, Chase Brown, Kyren Williams, Etienne. So Bijan's an A, but Brown and Kyren are B's, and Etienne's like a B minus. So I think I'm gonna call it a B plus total. And it's crazy that because like all the B plus like running backs are already gone by the time it like gets to you at the 211.
Yeah.
Howard said Chase at the 211 is the highest I've seen him go so far. I mean, yeah, and I mean he's gone there like a few times, and you just look at the board like as a whole, it's like it's RB crazy like early.
He was the best available. Maybe Breeze.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I got him in 3-4. And wide receivers, DJ, I want to score more. DK Metcalf, Ridley, Debo. I mean, DJ Moore is a B plus to me. Metcalf, Ridley are B's. And Debo's like a B minus. I think I'm going to call it a B total. IDP, Henley, Buda Baker, Quay Walker, Jack Campbell, Logan Wilson, Demario Davis. That's a dope top 6. Dorian Williams, then Burns, then Van Noy, you ass. Leonard Floyd, you ass. And Jordan Battle, you suck. And Harrison Smith, man. You still drafted pretty well for waiting, like you said. You didn't wait all that long. I mean, you still started taking Henley and other guys in the 14th.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say B plus for that. And ID bench. Javante starts it.
Yep.
Javante, then Downs, then Pittman. It's like Downs and Pittman are one person though. Kyle Williams. And the infamous Quentin Johnston.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
So ugly, man. It's so ugly. And A-Carp said, it looks like Helen Keller was drafting these teams. Man, you should join with us because we got another draft happening today at 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Howard said, QJ league winner. I'm big on my boy. Man, well, this is all for Quentin Johnston.
A bum. You bum. You piece of bum. Forget this bum.
Bum. You're just a jealous, lazy bum.
Get a job, you bum. Because I'm too old to waste my time trying to train a no-good loser like you. You bum.
Quentin Johnston is a bum. Chargers always fuck up, man, on these picks. They got lucky on Ladd. They're lucky they hit on Ladd. It's because Ladd's white. That's why he fell farther. It's just how it goes. This is how it goes, man. And okay. Where the hell did I leave off at? Quentin Johnston being a bum. Okay, we're back at it. Michael Wilson, Miles Sanders, Elijah, I want to score more. Juwanna Man Johnson and Christian Watson. See, there you go. Dude, Christian Watson in the 35th is okay. could be a waste of a pick, but we'll see. And see, this one's tough because maybe like the combo of Downs and Pittman count as one player. I'm gonna give it a C+ on the bench. Pete said, please, please join us, Stevie Wonder. Hey, yo, got him. Okay, so this is going to be B plus at QB, B plus at RB, B at wide receivers, B plus at IDP, and then C plus on the bench. So QB, RB, and the IDP bringing the score up. Wide receivers are at 85, and then the bench C plus bringing it down a tick. So that makes it 87 overall. There you go. Howard said, is he healthy? I like Watson. No, he's not healthy. He's going to miss a big portion of the season, but Mark likes him, so he's just locking him in late just in case he does end up playing throughout the season.
Yeah. He's saying that he's practicing and shit, so.
Okay. Let's see what it says on Sleeper Last.
Watson is still recovering from torn right ACL that he suffered in early January, which shed serious doubt on his availability for the early portion of the regular season. The Packers also invested.
So he's doing workouts. I mean, I don't think he's been practicing.
Post videos of himself running route during workout.
Yeah,
that's what I read.
Yeah, we'll see. The closer we get, we'll find out how many games he's actually going to miss, or if he's going to miss games, or whatever the hell's going on. Mike Williams, a year off injury, back home, 1,010 TDs, book it. Fuck no. He just always gets hurt, bro. Like, that's the problem. He always gets hurt. That's Mike Williams. In that show. He's gonna go up for some big pass. He's gonna like fall on his side as he's catching it, and he's gonna like tear a hip or some shit. Like, just it's what he does.
Sure.
All right, stay through the credits, guys. Appreciate you, and bump up those Patreon memberships. Bump up the YouTube memberships up to a superstar tier, because all those are going to come into play for the next raffle that's going down. So I'll keep reminding people though. And here we go. Salute to our executive producer, Justin Pickle in a Jar. Our producers, salute. Co-producers, salute. Associate producers, salute.
That's my name right there.
Epic supporters, salute. And awesome supporters, salute. We'll see you in like 4.5 hours, something like that. We'll be back. And Howard said, my first time hanging with you guys, loved it. Turn on all notifications, because I go live all the time. You can actually join on Patreon for free. That's like our private social media at 420crew.com, and you'll be notified when the live streams happen and stuff. And yeah, you wanna be there. It's always a fun time. We'll see you guys later. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the,